We are now live.
Indeed, we are.
So, Big Brother Season 25 has just concluded, and we four are here today to talk about Season 25 as a whole and our thoughts and opinions on the house guests and give our thoughts and opinions in general.
And
I'm with.
okay, you could
I'm
explain us.
I'm with Rat. I'm with Gavin, and I'm with Ian. Gavin and I are Big Brother fans.
We are.
And Ian and Rat, we kind of recently dragged into this mess. So we thought we would include them as well. We had a fantasy league going on, which Gavin ended up winning because Cameron won America's Favorite House Guest.
Should we explain how the AFP? Sorry, should we explain the entire fantasy thing and how that played out over the course of the 100 days?
Well, I think we should. I think we can explain as we go on. But I think we should. I think we should give our general thoughts and opinions first.
Well, I think if you want to ask the most basic question first, you were on a poll. I saw you do a poll the other day on Twitter. Someone asked where this season ranks as a whole, and personally for me, I was pretty torn between whether this barely meets the top half or barely meets the bottom half of the season. But you, Tanner, you said
I said lower half.
You said lower half. Where in the lower half would you say, like top lower half or like really low?
I would say it's above season 25 or season 22 in my opinion. It's above season 22.
Is that the whole bar?
Well, you see, here's the thing. I don't have a personal ranking on seasons, on Big Brother seasons. So, which I honestly we could do another day. Maybe we could discuss that on which seasons are our favorites and stuff like that. But personally, I would honestly say it's the upper lower half. Because there were some good moments, but the problem is it was so long that we just got kind of bored of it.
If we had cut a week or two from this season, that might have played.
It might have played, yeah. But the thing, I made I made a tweet about this. I think it's cool that CBS tried to do something cool for season 25 and stuff, but they did not need to make it 100 days long. They did not need to do that.
It sounded fun at first, like genuinely.
Yeah, no, it sounded interesting.
Days, and I was like, I can't wait to be addicted to Big Brother for over 3 months.
For over 3 months. When did this start?
Late August, I believe.
Yeah,
and now we're in
August. I forgot it.
Early August. I think because it usually starts in June.
Oh no, you're right. It was no, it usually starts in July. It started August
it started early August.
It was somewhere in
and then August. It just finished tonight.
November.
Yeah, which 9th. Is early November, so that's about 3 whole months.
About 3 whole months. A little over 3 whole months. So an absurd amount of time. Longest season's gone. This is the first time they've celebrated Halloween in the Big Brother house, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the first time they've celebrated Big Brother. Which also makes me think. I'm very curious. There was a winter season announced.
There was,
and it's going to premiere December 11th. Is it going to carry on throughout Christmas?
I mean, if there's going to be 9 house guests, like they basically kind of showed us, I would expect that to last. If there was one double eviction, and the final 3 like normal.
Well, there's also going to be different rules and stuff, so it may not. It's probably not going to be like normal Big Brother.
I still think it'll play out more or less the same. I think the competitions will be different, but like there will be one person.
I'm just scared that it's gonna be the same situation Big Brother 22 was in. Everyone was hyped up, and then it just ended up being the most disappointing thing ever.
I think the difference here is they know what went wrong.
It's like a
BB22.
Yeah, I think it's like a different show entirely.
They're going.
It's a different game.
Show. They're gonna handpick the people to not be people that like to cheat. Pregame.
And no, they're not going to. I don't think they're going to tell people who's picked or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So we'll see what happens, but I think this will play out a lot better, especially since it's going to be a shorter season anyway. I think
shit.
Yeah. I think
Hello, 6 episodes.
Space Gator, Cowboy John, and Waffles. How y'all doing? Sorry, I had the chat and like not open for some reason.
I haven't even thought about the chat, but I don't have it myself. But
bunch of Big Brother addicts on the stream today. SMH my head, loser. Same. They have a literal rat cringe if you ask me. Also loser.
Dang, I was cheesed to be here. They are just coming after us. Jonesy.
But, yeah, Steven sent it Jonesy. Or Waffles did.
Exposed dogs.
Okay.
But yeah, let's talk about this season. No more reindeer games.
Yeah, no more reindeer games. We can talk about that later.
I think.
Okay. So do we want to start from the beginning?
We could start from the beginning because Colin lives in the beginning.
Colin's entire story revolves around the beginning.
Because that's when Colin lost.
Okay, hold on. Should we start with who we drafted?
Yeah, let's go. Rat, you go first. Who did you pick?
So I was picking by a little bit of who looks like they could do something, and a little bit of funny with it. So my first pick was Luke Valentine, which was a very bad pick in hindsight.
Yeah. Hey, but
hindsight is 2020.
You didn't pick Luke because he did do something. It wasn't necessarily
not a good
funny,
thing,
but he did do something.
He did do something.
A bad thing.
He did a bad thing.
And you'll get to the rest of your people in a moment, but surprisingly, he did more than over half of the people you have. So
that's true.
Yeah, that is true. My next pick, I believe, was Corey.
He was your best pick. Pretty hands down.
Who did a lot of stuff.
He
did fall short.
Played a really good game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for America, he would have made it farther in the season.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But you know what? He left the house with a new girlfriend, and that's a W in its own right.
He did. He got a W in the Big L.
Yes. And then who were your other two picks?
My next one was Kirsten, who left pretty early.
Who tried to make an all-girl alliance and then left. Week
backfired.
1. So if you want to survive at least 1 week, do not try and make an alliance day 1.
No day 1 alliances. Don't go headstrong.
There are like 1 or 2 examples where this works, but
however, most times
it does not work.
Just let the day go by, settle in.
Blend in.
Yes.
And your last pick, Colin, the person that you were basically stuck with, right? You had slim pickings at this point.
I did, since I was third in snake order. Was one of the best floaters, Bowie Jane Diassi.
Arguably the best floater of all time, and single-handedly changed how a floater's
best floater of all time.
Did you say that? Best floater of all time, possibly the worst player of all time.
When I think of best floater, I think of probably the first ever floater, June. BB4.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who invented the floater strategy.
That's true. That's true.
Now, but if... Gosh, Bowie Jane, I don't even think she would win it if she was against Matt or Jag.
No matter
What do you
who
mean
she
by
was against.
What do you mean by floater? Basically, a floater is someone who just who literally just floats to the end game. They change sides on whoever has power. So like they'll go to whoever has power for the week and align with them for the week. And then if the power changes, they go to the other side. So they kind of align themselves with everyone, and they don't try to win anything. They don't really make their own decisions. They just go based off of what everyone else does. That sounds like it would suck in the end game. It actually does kind of suck in the end game because the more you float without doing anything, the quicker people realize that like, wait, this fucker's just floating to the end. Get their ass. Or depending on if you don't do fucking anything, they're like, we'll keep you. You're a free win for me. But that's basically what a floater is.
Someone who doesn't do anything the entire season.
Yes.
And Bowie,
now
she accidentally won HOH.
Yeah, she
twice.
Three?
I believe.
Three. It was three.
She won 3 tiebreaker wins throughout the season. And became HOH. Once was on a double, and then twice outside of a double, including the final 4 HOH, which is a big role.
Yeah, and even when she held power, you didn't really feel like it was her HOH. You would always feel like it was someone else's HOH.
She had the ability to target the 2 strongest players in the house, the only people that stood a chance of actually winning at that point over everyone else, the Trump players. She had a chance to take them down in a double. At least one of them was guaranteed to go, and she did not take that shot.
Yeah. But
she was the last person to win that could have taken that shot.
Here's also the thing. The one thing I will sort of give her credit for is when she did win HOH one time, she put, like everyone was saying it too, I think Corey and America are still announced at this time. They wanted Corey and America out, but she decided to go after Suri and Felicia because she wanted Suri out. I think that was a good move for her because she wanted to play her game at that time, but I think people persuaded her and they were like, yeah, put up this person instead. She's like, oh, okay. And then she kind of caved in.
And she took did she take out Cameron?
She did take out Cameron. I think that was on her.
And
that was on her HOH.
So honestly, she had a large resume, but she never played to it, and she never went the distance with it. Crazy enough.
She kind of was just like, "Oh, I have this."
She took care of Cameron. She got rid of, I guess, Felicia, and who was the? She got rid of America in the double eviction. So she got rid of. She took names, but she took names. Kick ass.
No, yeah. Okay, so those were Rats 4 players.
Those were the Rats picks.
My 4 players was, I believe I drafted Matt first.
No, that's not true. Jared first.
I drafted Jared first, and my idea was I thought Jared would win comps and make it pretty far, or make it decently far.
The moment we saw Jared, we all were like, this looks like a super nice guy.
Yeah, super nice guy, super chill, not problematic at all. And then day one, we saw that Jared was Suri's son, and I was like, even better, great.
I think we knew that, but we didn't know Suri was going to be playing.
No, this was we drafted like a week before Big Brother happened.
Yeah.
And then at that point we didn't know that Suri was going to be in the house. We knew that. I think we figured that out like a few days before it happened.
We were getting the inklings, and then the day it happened, we found out.
I was like, I'm in a good spot. And then a couple weeks later, I was like, fuck, because Jared ran his mouth too much. He did win a few comps, but
did he win a comp?
He won like a veto and a HOH.
Oh, and he won an HOH. That's right. I remember the HOH. That was.
He didn't really. He was like very, very problematic because he ran his mouth way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and So I kind of fumbled the bag, and then I picked Matt. Matt was probably my best pick, or he was my best pick.
Yeah,
he was my best pick.
Undoubtedly your best pick.
He was likable by the entire house. He did win comps. He didn't win an HOH, but he won like 2-3 vetoes.
He won 1 HOH and 2. Well, no, yeah, he won.
Yeah,
3
he
vetoes.
won an HOH. He did win an HOH.
1 HOH, 3 vetoes, because he won 2 double eviction vetoes.
Yeah.
He won every double eviction veto, and he won 1 separate veto as well.
And he won Final 5 HOH.
And the first HOH as well, but did not win. Sorry,
he didn't win the first HOH.
Sorry, the first final HOH.
Yeah,
but that didn't end up meaning anything because he lost by the end.
Yeah. Yes, and gosh, I wish. I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't. Even if Matt gave a good like Q&A speech, I don't think Matt wins it.
I think his speech had the ability to. I don't know. I thought his speech was going to sway people in like the negative way, but I think the people that voted for him were already going to vote for him.
Yeah, I think his speech was much better than his Q&A. That Q&A wasn't that good at all.
Yeah. No, he was kind of just saying, "Oh yeah, I did this, I did that."
I think of the 7 people that were there, I think only maybe Blue would have been able to be swayed. I think everyone mostly came in with
I think a lot of people were going to vote in for. I think a lot of people coming in were going to vote for Jag anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, Felicia and Suri, they seemed pretty confident voting with Matt, despite the fact that
they liked Matt.
Matt's answer to Felicia's question was one of the worst answers to a question I've
heard
in a long
yes, it really was.
That was horrible.
It was really hard to sit through, but
and yeah. And that, so my third player I think I picked was Micole. Yeah, Micole. And then at first I was like, she's not really going to win much, but she's going to make it I think she's going to make it far in the season because she's going to lay low. She's going to befriend people and stuff like that. And then she turned out to be like the floater of the season. She played so under the radar to the point to where Zingba roasted her, even though she wasn't in the goddamn house.
She was so forgotten that.
Yes.
I mean, her eviction was so like out of left.
Out of nowhere. It was so out of nowhere.
And it was Cameron's last stand.
She
went after fucking McCall? Really?
No, yeah. No, to be fair, I think Corey and America kind of helped convince him of that. It was a bad move on his part. It was a very bad move. But she was so under the radar, and then I was hoping that she would make it to like at least like final 7. But then she, out of nowhere, they're like, "Fuck you! You're gonna make it. You're floating to the end of this game. I want you out."
So she made final 10, right? That was.
Yeah, she was the last pre-juror.
Yeah. Yes.
That's how close she was.
She was close. But honestly, so what you said from her is that you wanted her to like sneak by, but also make good relationships. She didn't make good relationships. That was her downfall. She had a tie with Felicia, and that was it. She had no relation with anyone else, and no one wanted to keep her for no reason.
Yeah, the only thing that was going for her was the whole floating thing. Which is, I mean, yeah, I wanted to pick a floater who I thought would be a floater because I wanted them to make it far in the game. And then, like, who was my last pick?
It was really smelly.
Oh, Riley, yeah. Riley, I kind of thought that she would be liked by everyone. I thought she would just sort of the same thing as Matt. I didn't expect her to win much, but I expected her to be liked by everyone. Unfortunately, she won the first HOH, so she put that target on her back right away. And then
It does
Heisem-
genuinely suck for her because I
Yeah.
believe that you had picked really well. I think
No, yeah,
she
I
was
definitely thought I had a
likable.
solid cast.
Jag was gonna take her to the end instead of Matt. Like, this is how big of a game changer Riley was supposed to be.
No, yeah, but if Heisem didn't target her,
boner for her.
Yeah, no, she. And to be fair, Riley did say that she was going to target Heisem at one point, and then she changed her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
But and then Heisem's like, I don't forgive. I don't forget that. You're fuck you. And so I was like, God damn it. So I lost her week 2. So, but she did get me she got me 5 points.
She got you 5 whole shiny points. More than
But
McCall.
Yeah, more than McCall, but not more than Jared and Matt. But that was sort of my. Actually, no, she may have gotten me. Because she got me 0 points. And yeah, I was about to say, Matt winning or Jared himself could have cost me more points than he won points. But I don't think that's how the Fantasy Big Brother works.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But that was my strategy going into it. Unfortunately, the cards really didn't play out in my favor the way the season ran. This season was actually like a lot of power shifts, I feel like.
This has been the most dynamic season
in
a while.
It just feels like the target changes with the blow of the wind.
I think the last time we had a real dynamic season was maybe BB20, because ever since, like, there's usually the group that's leading the house, and they like sweep everyone for like half the season. And then
really, you didn't. There wasn't a big group that led anything,
and that's why I appreciate this season a lot. That's why I think it's barely making top half of all the seasons, because there was.
But if it wasn't
interesting,
100, if it wasn't 100 days long, this would be such a good season.
Yeah.
But we got fucking tired of everyone because it was so damn long. It lasted 3 months. And especially that like last few weeks with Jag, Matt, and Bowie Jane. Gosh, BB Twitter fucking hated those 3.
Yeah. For solid reason. I mean, it was just too long. It was just too long with these people. These little
with these
so
little
unserious.
gremlins.
The fact that
with
they're
these
so
little
unserious.
gremlins. Yes. All right. I'll let you give your.
No, I think it's Ian's turn. I want to go in order of who's winning, so I go last. Ian, who did you pick, and how impressed are you by their performances?
Oh well.
You started off with the best
Red.
man of all time.
Yeah,
the best man.
TBH. I had no reasoning to pick Red outside of just his goofy picture and then his
we all
luxurious beard.
We all loved Red.
Red was
great.
Red was easily our top favorite.
Yeah.
Solely by appearance. We loved the chill Billy, and we're like, this man. This is the man of all time.
I just wish he would have stayed longer, but I mean, it is what it is. Then this is gonna sound real bad. I decided to be funny and go for a diversity pick.
No, I mean, no, you chose well.
Yeah, I chose. Yeah, it turned out really well.
Is the winning team sometimes, you know?
Yeah, then I chose Jag just because I don't know, the target stuck out like a sore thumb.
You chose
compared to the rest of the cast. I chose the winner, which honestly surprised me because he shouldn't have won. In all honesty,
because he was evicted.
He was evicted, but if Matt didn't save him, this season could have honestly either been worse or better.
It really it's so interesting how this season has so many different branching pathways.
It had so many possible outcomes.
With Riley and Heisem and the power to save Jag, and it's just so many different things that could have dramatically. And then of course Luke, the ultimate canon event,
Luke,
the first canon event to ever happen in this. The game changer.
We could have had Luke as the winner potentially if he didn't say the fucking N-word.
Yeah, I feel like Luke is one of the seasons like big what ifs because
really
he got
don't know.
eliminated on a very terrible thing.
I said as much like when it happened, but like they were already talking about getting rid of Luke that first week. They're like, if
Yeah.
Kirsten comes down or something like that, we put Luke up and he goes home because he wasn't really vibing with anybody. But if Luke was the target the following week, then Riley would have stayed. Then Heisem would have stayed, and it would have been
Yes.
the biggest
The
domino
season
effect of
could
all
have.
time.
It could have. Yeah, fuck you, Luke, for saying the N word. Oh my.
He really ruined everything.
Luke said, "Vote me out," and hell no, I'll vote myself out.
But you know that was
but
Colin's mistake. So
big mistake.
So who else do you have, Ian?
After that, I chose America just because who doesn't love our great country of America?
Great country of America. Who was also a really great pick for you because
she actually was a
one of the
strong.
She was a
strongest
solid.
social
She was a
characters.
solid
She
pick.
she didn't actually win anything, I don't think.
She almost won the pressure cooker.
But
After
she played
how long? Like almost 14 hours.
14 hours straight. She gave up the pressure cooker. So,
No, I don't think she gave up. I think she accidentally.
No, she gave up. She gave up for Cameron.
Oh, she did?
She made a deal with Cameron to not go up, and she threw it to Cameron.
Okay.
So America basically had the dexterity to win the pressure cooker, and barely lost the record for the pressure cooker by
oh
like 3
my gosh,
minutes.
I think it was 3 minutes that they were behind.
I don't think she knows that, by the way. I'm ecstatic to see her
Yeah,
response to finding out how close she was to beating like the biggest.
no, yeah,
record
I
of
don't
all
think
time.
they get told. They don't get told the times on.
So it would be really interesting to see her reaction to that. I wanted.
Hold up, Jinxie streaming. I gotta check that shit out. Okay, John.
Bye, John. Who was your last pick,
Cowboy.
Ian? Who was your?
And then it was.
Your
then it
weakest
was.
pick, weirdly.
It was Izzy. I don't know.
Never
Izzy
mind.
just
Opened up. Just
Izzy was kind of like red to me. She kind of stood. Or am I?
She, yeah.
It was she. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, she kind of stood out too, just from the rest of the cast.
Izzy. Oh my gosh, Izzy was so far up Cerie's ass.
Yeah.
That it cost her game.
If only she had like calmed down a little bit.
No, if she wasn't fangirling over Cerie so much, she could have made it farther. But no,
what would have happened if the Cerie and Jared sweep happened instead of the Jag and Matt? She would have gone out the way Bowie went out.
True, that's true.
She would have been the other Bowie Jane.
That's true.
So just be.
But that's all. But you also have, you also have to take into account that's also Jared doesn't act like a dumbass the entire season.
Yeah, but even then, like if I mean, because Izzy went home before Jared, and that was on.
Yep.
Whose watch? Cameron's.
Cameron's watch. Yeah, it was on Cameron's.
So Cameron sent them home. Damn, I like. Yeah, I don't know why Izzy was so.
She walked out in the pig. She walked out in the pig costume.
She walked out in the pig costume. Izzy is such a weird thing because she felt like one of the main characters, and seeing her go home, I believe, fifth, like the fifth.
That's
evicted,
funny.
That is crazy. Like that was like.
No, yeah, she was weirdly obsessed with Cerie the entire time.
She was a fangirl. I mean,
maybe Cerie just reminded her of somebody. I don't know.
No, she knew Cerie. She was.
No, she knew she was. She's a big She was a big Survivor fan, and Cerie is like probably is her favorite player of all time.
Yeah,
or something like that.
So she knew who she was.
Never mind. Opened up just to hear his prepubescent ass scream Ice Spice. Okay.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Your picks were solid, if only for Jag and America. Red got you some points. I don't think Izzy ever got you anything.
Yeah.
But tonight you almost beat me. You almost had.
I was right there.
Now, yeah. Why don't you?
So let me say my first pick, my best pick, my boy. Fucking Cameron, this guy, he is the William Afton of BB25. He always comes back. He won so much for me in the early game, and every time he was about to go, he won veto or he somehow survived. This man was like in a dangerous spot for like 9 weeks straight and somehow kept coming back.
Yes.
And the amount of points he got me in those first 9 weeks.
It was insane. It was absolutely fucking insane.
I got such a good head start. These people hated me. They were calling
I
me
would
mean
hate it
words.
whenever I would, because we pretty much knew how the week would play out before it happened. So whenever Gavin like messaged our group chat saying like, "Guess who just won?" like head of household, we would all just be like, "Fuck you, Gavin! Fuck you, Gavin!" We would hate him. We hate him so much just because of Cameron. Cameron is the only reason why he is first.
Well, I mean, my choices kept staying strong because my second pick was Heisem, and he went early. But in those 3 weeks that he was here, he won 3 competitions.
Yeah.
Which got me another head start. So like it went from Heisem, and then after Heisem's reign of terror ended and he got me like 20 points off the bat, Cameron started giving me all the points.
Yes.
And so that, like, for the first half of the game, I was in such a far lead that the thought of any of them catching up seemed impossible. But then after Cameron left, I was left with my 2 floater picks. First being Blue, who I thought I was really hoping Blue would put me would put work in. Like I thought she would win comps. I thought she would be like the best social player. She wasn't any of those things. She didn't win anything. No, that's not true. She won. What did she win? She won the secondary veto or something like that.
Yeah, she did. She won the second veto,
on
but
like
that's
the
it.
dumbest terms ever. And she bragged about it, and that was one of the weirdest things
Thank
ever.
you for the follow, John.
She did not deserve to brag about that win, but she bragged as if she was a comp beast, and she's not a comp beast.
No, she is really not.
And her social game was pretty bad. She had Jared, and when Jared left, she had nobody really. No one was looking out for her. I think like if she had played her cards better, she and Jag could have been really close because the first half of the season, Jag had a lot of people in his circle, but Blue was one of those people. And
Yeah,
when she went after Jared, she kind of split that off. She really stopped the connection with Jag, and that's kind of what bit her in the ass because then like they voted her out. Like they just over America.
Yeah.
Jag flipped the vote onto Blue from America, and then the double happened, and America won anyway.
Yeah, no, it's very weird. It's all like extremely weird.
So Blue was a bad pick. I didn't get anything from her, but she lasted at the very least, and she won 1 veto. So
1 veto.
And then,
I don't know. Yeah.
And then I had the sleeper pick, much like Bowie Jane for Colin. I didn't even get to pick Felicia, but I ended up with Felicia, and Felicia made it to Final 4 and won HOH and got rid of Heisem. So that was a good resume move right there.
She was the Kevin of the season.
She was the Kevin of the season, or the what was that?
She was actually Jerry, except Jerry got cut in Final 3.
That's true.
Kevin got cut in Final 4, just like Felicia did.
Yeah.
And I think just like Kevin, she only won 1 comp, I think. Unless Kevin didn't win any comps. I don't remember much.
Kevin won a comp.
Okay, yeah. So then she was actually just
and
she was just like Kevin.
They always say, or there was one of the Big Brother YouTubers made like a claim that like winning the week 3 HOH is like such a perfect time to win HOH. Because it puts you in like the perfect power dynamic where no one wants to target you because there's already targets from the previous weeks.
Yeah.
And it also puts you in a place where like the best alliances are formed week 3.
She won week 3. Yeah.
She won it. She won week 3.
She got out Heisem.
She got out Heisem, which was a big ass move.
Big move, very big move.
The biggest blindside of the season, pretty much. I mean, is there really any? Yeah, because most of them weren't blindsides. Most of them were like, oh, well, you didn't win veto. I guess you're done for.
Yeah, I think it's. I remember that YouTube video as well. but I think he said, he weirdly said the third HOH and then the fifth HOH are like the best HOHs to win. Statistically. Because I think most Big Brother winners have either won the third or fifth HOH.
Yeah. But also there's the first HOH, which
never wins, except for one. True. There's one winner who's won the first HOH.
That's not true either. I believe there's at least two. I'm pretty sure Mickey won the first HOH as well.
I don't think he did.
He didn't? Well, he won like the camp counselor thing. Was that not HOH?
I don't think so.
I don't remember what that was, honestly. But Cody and BB22 won it first HOH.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true.
That's the one you were thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But like Michael Bruner, I remember him last season in a diary room saying like he did the math and like the first HOH winner had a 1 in 4 chance of winning the game. I don't know where he got that number from. Maybe that was true of older seasons. I'm not too familiar with the first HOH of every season. But the first HOH winner of this year was Riley, and she went out week 2. The same thing happened with BB23 when Frenchie won the first week, and then he was out week 2. Daniel was last season. He was out week 5. You know, it doesn't seem like the best position.
But to be honest, I don't think he... Yeah, but he kind of dug his own grave.
Yeah, Daniel was a different story entirely.
Daniel was just...
hot mess.
God, hot, awful mess. Just so obsessed with, like, Taylor for whatever fucking reason. But we're not talking about BB24. We're talking about BB25. Who else did you have?
That's it. But we could talk about Suri, who none of us
had. We could talk about Suri. None of us had Suri.
Or the 18th house guest, Derek X. Remember how we thought that for a while? We were like, any day now, they're going to announce Derek X.
Please come back for another season. You deserve it. You or Claire deserve another season.
Yeah. He might get it now with the reindeer games. I don't exactly know how that's going to work.
With the reindeer games, I don't think it's what we're expecting it to be. I'm sort of thinking them as hosts.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah.
Because one, I don't think Jordan wants to come back and play another season.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Jordan. I was surprised to see her name at all. I kind of flipped out.
Yeah, no, seeing her name was very unexpected. I expected to see Tiffany's name, and I kind of expected to see Derek X's name, but I did not expect to see Jordan's name.
Jordan was crazy. I was expecting to see Dan.
But
Dan has been hinting at something for so long now, and then no mention of Dan tonight.
But he could be playing in it. He could be playing. Just fucking imagine Dan Giesling coming back.
Dressed up
Derek
as a reindeer.
Levasseur. Yes, Derek Levasseur dressed up as a reindeer coming back. Nicole coming back to continue her record of and extend her record of longest days in the Big Brother house.
Best record to have.
She has probably spent more days in the Big Brother house than she has with Victor.
Good point. Actually, what Julie said at the end of the episode tonight is that she's going to invite some people from this season to be in that show.
I think she says at least one of you will be back.
She said one.
She said one? Damn, I was hoping she would meant like a couple, like 2 or 3.
I'm telling you right now, I do not think it's Suri. It's not going to be Suri. I think she is
done.
I think she is done with reality TV.
She was like,
she fucking hated this season. You could tell. You could see the look in her
she
eyes.
Was only there because of Jared. That's the only reason why.
Thought this would have been fun. Like you could see how happy she was on the first day.
And then once Jared left, she was just, get me the fuck out of here.
She was so fucking depressed, and they waited so long to get rid of her. Like if they had sent her home when Nicole went home, she could have gone home and been with Jared and the rest of her family. But no, they kept her. They punished her.
Oh my god! Oh my
the poor old lady.
What has she done now? She has played 4 seasons of Survivor. She's played she was in the Traitors season 1.
Was she?
Which she won. Yeah, she won the Traitors.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was the only thing she's won.
I didn't know she's won anything.
Yeah, no, she made it to like the final four like twice, I think. And oh, sorry, gay
I
ass
don't know
bot
about that stupid bot.
banished. How do I ban you? I don't know how to ban you.
But yeah, so that's our that's all of our players, and I only beat Ian tonight on the America's favorite
On the
player.
America's favorite
Oh
player
my
vote.
god, I was praying,
Yeah,
and I
if
voted
it
for
w-
Cameron because I was like, my vote matters. I know today my vote's
And
gonna matter.
here's the thing:
if it wasn't,
if people didn't hate Matt, Bowie Jane, and Jag for the last few weeks of the season, Cameron does not win America's
Matt
favorite
would have
player,
won.
in my
I mean,
opinion. Matt would have won it.
Matt and Cameron were neck and neck in these results. Sari was not even a close third. Like it was genuinely like 33 of the votes, or 33% of the votes were for Cameron, and 33% of the votes were for Matt. And then Sari was like, 20%. Like it was such a weird neck and neck race
Yeah,
between Matt and Cameron. And I don't really get it. To me, I like Matt, but he wasn't in my top 3 even. And actually, I was gonna ask y'all who was your favorite player this season?
my favorite players of this season. I'll give you my top three.
Okay.
My favorite 3 players are probably Cameron for sure. Sari was a favorite. I just liked her at it. I liked her diagrams a lot. They
Her
were funny as
diagrams are
hell.
good.
And then fucking who else? Who else do I think? I don't know.
Luke.
No, I'll probably go with Matt as
Matt.
my third favorite.
To me, I want Cameron to be there too, because Cameron got me a lot. Honestly, I have so much respect for how he played. Like he genuinely fought tooth and nail as much as he could.
Yeah,
More than anyone else in the house, and these guys were relentless on him. And but like I, I think I still like Corey more. I really like Corey's gameplay this season. I think Corey played a really good game, but America
ruined it.
got
America ruined his game.
America didn't ruin it, but America
It hindered it.
it
It
hindered
hindered
it.
his game.
Just that last week specifically of
Yeah,
where she, because ever since like week 3 or 4, it was like becoming public knowledge that America was quite the gossip. That
yeah.
she would just spread all the information she could, and like even the playing field almost basically. And that was such a hindrance to how Corey played the game because he kept so many cards to his chest.
No, yeah. Honestly, he played like a similar game to. I think he tried to replicate Derek's game a little bit.
Yeah,
He didn't really want to win a lot, and he kept his cards to his chest and didn't. He only revealed information to people he wanted to, and stuff like that.
and he only
He
won
was in a lot of
competitions when he
people.
needed to.
Yeah, he like the double
The double
eviction
eviction was the only
HOH,
one he won, but that was a good
but
point for
that
him to
it's
win.
still it's a yeah.
I was so
And
proud of him.
yeah, no. If America didn't hinder his game, he makes it much farther than he did.
Mhm. And my third favorite, and this might be a surprise, this might not be a surprise. Genuinely, Felicia. I think
Yeah,
Felicia
no.
played one of the best social games I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Like a really
She was
respectable
very, very
floater
likable.
game, but like because she won the third HOH, took out Heisem, and then befriended everyone in the house. She went on the block a lot, but she was always the lesser target. I mean,
Oh yeah.
everyone was like, we could beat her in a competition. It's whatever. We could get rid of McCall today, Felicia tomorrow, and every time Felicia would be on the block, she was on the block 8 times before they evicted her.
Yeah.
And that is close to the fucking record.
She was so close to making it final 3.
She was really close.
If Jag decided to cut Matt at the final 4, she makes final 3, and honestly, she has actually I'm gonna say no to that. I'm gonna say no that she makes final two
because Jag would have taken Bowie. I don't think anyone. I think Jag won. I mean, here's the interesting thing though, with Felicia and Bowie being at the final, one of them being in the final HOH, both of them were really good at the mental comps. And as we saw, Jag was pretty good, but both he and Matt got the last question wrong.
Yeah.
So it's possible that Bowie or Felicia, the two best mental comp players, could have beat Jag at the end.
Yeah, but the problem is with Felicia, she's not good physical at all, and even the last one was physical in some form.
Well, not the very.
So,
yeah, no. When they were answering the question,
part two is.
But no, but that doesn't matter because Bowie took an hour and a half. I think Felicia, if she had gotten everything down, she had just as much a shot as anyone did in the competition.
Yeah.
Anyone had a shot at that, really, since it's kind of, you have to remember everything for that one.
Speed did not matter. Speed did not matter.
It did not. It
Gosh,
was memory. That was a memory game.
I honestly I probably wouldn't even have done well. Like, even if I studied just like they did, I would have not done well at all.
Yeah, no, I would have forgotten
the names
so
of
many.
Every competition is hard, and remembering the fucking universe they were in, I was not expecting that at all. I would feel like expected it. They have plenty of time to expect every angle of everything, which is why they did so well in the final, the third part, of the final HOH. Because I was like, damn, they know the answers to these. I was like, these are impossible questions. What the fuck?
No, those were very, very difficult questions.
They usually are super rough questions. And they got 5 out of 6 each. And I don't think
the final 4 veto was also pretty hard. Like where they were given pictures of certain events that happened. Like I did not like.
Oh yeah, same.
Them including the picture of Corey wearing.
That one I would have remembered because I saw as a viewer, I remembered that day because.
Yeah, I remember that day too, but I honestly I wouldn't expect to study it though. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, you're like, oh, I remember. Yeah, of course. How could you forget Corey wearing fucking Blue's outfit that one day? Oh God, like how am I supposed to forget that? It's a pivotal point in the season.
It was the moment. Well, what you could do is you could definitely notice who's in the frame, which people are still here.
No, yeah.
What is Bowie Jane's hairstyle of the day? You know.
Thank you for deleting that message. I couldn't remember
Thank
how.
Thank you, moderator Waffle.
Thank you, Waffles.
Waffle later. But yeah, that final 4, Tanner, you and I, we gotta get into the casting. We gotta get on there.
We have to
get that competition. Casting. I can't wait to study for. I can't wait to be in the house and every day stare at the ceiling and say, the zombie competition was day 73, and then this. I can't wait to drill that into my mind and go insane as I stare into a blank wall.
I don't even know how they study.
They just
do they just
I mean,
they remember stuff, they just remember stuff, they store it, and then every single day they study.
I think they do it with each
day
other.
one.
I think I never saw it happen. I've seen it happen in other seasons, but two people will sit in a bed and be like, okay, the first competition was this. It was called this. This person won. This person was out first, and then they move on to the next one. They do stuff like that.
No, yeah, we would definitely have to.
You and me will do that. Yeah,
we would have to pull a Chrissy and Tommy and get picked for the same season.
I will say I did try to sign up for
Big Brother
26, but for whatever reason I was getting pretty much cock blocked at when they wanted me to send a picture. It was in a PNG format, less than 5
You should send a audition video. Audition videos are so much more are much better than.
I think they wanted both. I think they wanted me to send a video first and then an audition video or a photo
first. Then that is how it works. I'm pretty sure.
But like I said, it wouldn't let me for some odd reason.
If you have the video, you can try again.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out for you, Ian, and we'll help you.
Yeah, but I don't
We're
I don't even know what I would have to say for an audition video.
We'll
You
figure
talk
it
about
out, and
yourself.
we'll force you. We'll kidnap you. We'll record you in your sleep talking, and then we'll send that into the producers at Big Brother, and they will love you. Felicia was sleep talking all season. I think you'll do well.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Ian or the Rat? Have y'all seen Felicia's sleep talking this season? She was sorry.
No.
Talking is an understatement. Sleep screaming, I would
Shame.
specify. There were nights
Her
where
snoring
she was like
was
snoring, but it was like opera music, and she was going, "Oh, oh." It was like, "What are you
No.
doing?"
oh brother.
Can't say
Hi,
I
Zoe.
have, no.
That was like my favorite. I died of laughter at
You're
that.
right, Zoe. We are talking about Big Brother. We are talking about Big Brother.
And you know,
Congratulations.
and this season was honestly one of the funnier seasons for me, despite the fact that we didn't have like a Brett type person, because you know what happened to Luke. He was probably going to be the Brett type, but there was a lot of funny moments this season. Like I really liked the
Cameron's nomination ceremony
pie,
on
yes.
Humilla Week.
the pie.
Gosh,
thing
that was such a
was
good
fucking
moment.
great. That was such a victory moment for Cameron. Like he felt the most dignified out of everyone in that moment. But also that one eviction where everyone was calling Julie like
Exquisite.
Exquisite, and then Corey ended it with good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Corey, how do you think I look? Good.
Good.
And it was
Good.
I was screaming with laughter at the TV. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I don't know if Ian or Rat saw this, but every single person was coming in to vote for eviction. And everyone would come in and say, "Hi, Julie, you look exquisite this evening." And at like the seventh one, America came in, and Julie was like, "Oh, how do I look, America?" And America said, "Exquisite." She was like, "Oh, funny." And then Corey came in, and she was like, "How do I look, Corey?" And he just looked at her like dumbfounded and went like, "Good."
Honestly, I would probably say the same thing if I was in his shoes. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Corey was really spot on. Corey is he's literally me. Corey is literally me. Corey's, by the way, he's 21 years old. He's younger than Ian here. He is a baby. Yeah, I just doxed your age. I'm sorry. But the fact that Corey is like so close in age to all of us, almost makes me realize, shit, we're here. We're at the age we could actually do this now. I've been watching from the sidelines forever. Put me in, coach.
So
I had one other question because I asked everyone what their favorite player was.
what about the worst?
That was it. Who was your least favorite player?
Least three favorite.
And you can't say Luke.
Yeah, Luke doesn't count.
I was going to say Luke.
Well, okay, and I think Rat could say it just because he had.
Rat could say it because he got screwed by Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only one that's allowed the answer.
Yeah, you're the only one who's allowed to answer Luke.
So yeah, Luke's definitely one of mine.
Right. Fuck me. Say Luke. Yeah. Why Luke? Huh? Why?
Well, because I trusted Luke. I had faith in Luke that he could get part. Even if he was targeted, I feel like he could win the veto comp and take himself off the block and stay for a little bit longer. That, of course, was very
good in that first competition.
He did, yeah.
He did really strong in that very first competition. Corey was the one that lost against Luke, Red, and Riley. Like they were all. That was the hardest competition on that first night, and Luke held strong.
Yeah,
it was Luke. It wasn't Matt, right? Matt did the
Matt did the kicking butt one.
Yeah. So yeah, Luke was a decent competition player. Yeah. To me, I would say fuck. I mean, Bowie is kind of the low hanging fruit. Bowie played, and Andy from BB15 has got it exactly right. Probably the worst game of all time, where from like as early as week 1, you could see that she was destined to never make Final Two. There wasn't a single person that she kept third wheeling every single relationship, but she was never close enough to someone to be Final Two.
There's always at least one house guest on the premiere night that you can just point out and say they are 100% not going to win, and Bowie Jane was.
We all saw Bowie. The moment I saw that there was a Bowie Jane in the game, I was
is not winning.
But like, it's crazy because I was like, Bowie Jane is the most pre-jury player of all time, and
we were wrong.
I think they just let her in, let her keep going on accident. She was meant. The gods made her to be a pre-jury player, and then she just kept going because there was only 2 people this season that felt like pre-jury players, her and Red, right? To me, those were the 2 that were destined to be pre-jury. And I was right about Red, unfortunately, as much as we all love Red here. But Bowie was a shock to me that she just kept going and kept going.
Honestly, my least favorite player is probably Blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Blue was very annoying. She had her moments, but her catchphrases were so annoying, so dumb.
Her fake personality.
She was just so extra, and she seems so fake on the show.
Weird because like on the live feeds, and I kind
of you could tell when she wasn't faking it, and you can tell when she was.
When
which
she
is
was
also
being a genuine person. I liked her. She was
she was likable as a genuine person, but the fact that she also tried to make this fake ass personality is just so weird, and it's just uncalled for. I don't think that's necessary.
No, what I still can't believe though is the fact that she lied about her age.
No, that was Bowie.
That was Bowie.
Oh wait, are we not talking about?
No, we're talking about Blue.
No, we're talking about Blue now.
My bad. Okay, I misheard.
But yeah, let's talk about Bowie's fucking age difference. I thought she was going as 37. I thought that's what she said she was going to do, but apparently she was going as 35 this whole time. So, yeah, Jesus Christ. How did she think that was going to work?
I have no idea. I mean, 37, 38 would have been way more believable.
Yeah, you get wrinkles the moment you hit 37. That's just a fact, right?
Okay.
And with Bowie Jane, she looks like she's in her late 40s already.
Yeah.
She has the scary old people teeth already.
She did not have the good aging genes.
No.
The good aging genes.
And then when they showed her parents the other day, because they all got video diaries, the final 3 got video diaries from their parents. Her parents showed up, and they looked like they were in their late 70s, or at least their 70s, right? They were old, they were ancient. And the fact that Matt and Jag did not notice that or have any inclination that she was 10 years older than she was saying she was, or at least a few years older than she was saying she was, they're clowns, honestly. Their reaction at the finale said everything.
Yeah, I'm just like, really?
Although guys. I feel so happy that we got to wait all 100 days before most of the house found out about Suri and Jared's relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a fun reveal tonight. Like,
it was.
This is the first time ever. Is this the first time ever where the secret relationship actually made it to the end without being spoiled?
Yeah, I think so.
Because obviously the twin twist. I mean, you can't go away without the twin twist. Like,
the twin twist got
Tommy and
even before like the twin twist was announced, like was revealed.
People
knew about it.
Yeah.
Tommy and Christy, they were revealed at some point in the game.
There was another relationship that season, wasn't there?
Don't think so.
Oh, there wasn't.
Not BB20, no.
I thought
or BB21.
I thought there was another one that like just all left early, so it didn't really matter.
I don't know.
But what are the other ones? Dick and Evil Dick and
that doesn't count. It was like because it was I don't think that should count because that was like the twist. Like, hey, this is my daughter, by the way. Yeah, like the twist was like saying, hey, there's people who know each other in the HOH room right now. So I think they told him that like week 1. It wasn't meant to be a secret or anything like that.
I'm looking into it about BB21. I think Holly and Kat were familiar with each other going into the show. I think it says here they met a couple times before the show and they have like friends in the same circle, so they knew of each other. They weren't close friends, but they knew of each other. So
and who knows? Maybe something. That I don't know. I don't remember that at all.
But otherwise, I mean, there have been people like Vanessa's sister or Polly, where they came on the show having relationships.
They were. I think they were figured out very quick.
The Vanessa sister was really fast because she looks spot on.
So does Polly. Polly looks almost exactly like Cody.
I don't like Polly looks the same, but also like
he just has a weird face.
He has a very weird face, but
here's
like Cody wearing a disguise.
No, yeah, but here's the thing: you can still tell he's Cody's brother.
You could tell. Like I don't think that one was figured out right away. I think that one took a little bit of time, but even that one definitely didn't last.
But Vanessa's sister was literally just a carbon copy of her, except she had brunette hair instead of blonde.
But yeah, so I'm really grateful that this secret lasted, and to see everyone's face at the end was really cool. Especially since so many times throughout this season, everyone thought Jared was Felicia's son.
Or Blue at first thought
even Blue
Jared
thought
was
that,
Felicia's
but Jared
son.
said that. But other people, Cameron said it, I believe. Corey said it. A lot of people were like, "Wouldn't it be crazy if Felicia was Jared's mom?" And it was like, damn, they don't know how close they are, but how wrong they are. And then, of course, there was the Denzel Washington situation.
Denzel Washington. Yeah.
I don't think the Rat or Ian knew about that.
Not until y'all said something about it.
Because Cameron thought the entire season that Felicia was Denzel Washington's sister. And would not give up on that theory. Would just be like, I know it for a fact. And that was one of the funnier things this season. I just kept laughing, like, dude, this man is not giving up on that.
Yeah, no, he was dying on that hill. He was gonna die on that hill.
Oh, someone joined my stream. Tien Nguyen. It said, "Congratulations, Jag, on winning BB25." Of the final 3, I'm very glad that Jag won. I think he's the one that earned it the most of those 3. Matt had a compelling case, but wasn't able to word it in a way to convince anybody.
No, yeah, and to be honest, I don't even think even if Matt had a good Q&A and a good final speech, I don't think the votes are going to change no matter what. I think people are going to be solely convinced that on Jag winning.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you had told me like halfway through the season that Jag was going to end up winning, I'd have mixed feelings, because on one hand, I think Jag played a solid game the whole time. Like, I think he had decent socialization.
Yeah.
And then eventually his comp wins started to match that. But at the same time, he always felt like he was playing secondary to everyone else until like the final 7, where people were like, "Oh, now Jag is our biggest threat," and then Jag had all the power.
They could not get Jag out.
So Jag kind of snuck in there and became the biggest power, but for the longest time, to me, he was playing pawn. He was playing as the pawn for a long time.
No, yeah, he did. He played it as a race, like or as like a marathon. You don't like waste everything in the beginning. You slow down, save energy, and then when no one's expecting it, you dart past them in the end and take the win.
Yeah. So in a way, he played a really great game. Would it have been better if he took out Matt earlier, or if he, if he? Probably not. Honestly,
it wouldn't have. It would have made honestly if he took out Matt, it probably would have been unanimous.
Yeah.
That's it.
He still won anyway. It doesn't really matter.
He on anyone out of the final 4, he beats, in my opinion.
On the final 2, I think Felicia
In the final 2,
could have convinced some people.
Felicia, I feel like her speech would have been nice. She would have had. I feel like she would have had a good speech, a good Q&A. She would definitely have Cerie's vote.
She would have Cerie's vote. I think she can get Cameron's vote.
She could get Cameron's vote. She could probably get. I don't know.
Maybe Corey
Who else
America.
would she get?
Like, there's
maybe
people...
Corey America. I feel like. Oh gosh, because if Jag was against Bowie Jane, he wins 7-0. Matt, he beat Matt 5-2. With Cirie, or not Cirie. With Cirie, I don't know. Felicia, I also don't know.
Cerie's tough because like everyone was like Cerie's playing a great game, and then it's like at what point do we realize that Cirie is just kind of here, not doing anything anymore?
Yeah,
she was playing a really strong like controlling game at the beginning. She was like counting her ducks for a good 5.
And then she lost all of her fucking ducks.
And then her ducks fucking like got in a car crash together unanimously.
Yeah.
And
then she was just kind of floating to the end of the game, waiting for her to be evicted.
And she and Felicia just blended into the background, didn't make
until they couldn't really blend in anymore.
Yeah.
So,
but I can't really blame them. Like they didn't play a bad game. They played all they really could do.
They played on it. I'm gonna say this: they played the best game with the cards that they were dealt at that time. Like what they did with the hand that they were dealt, they played it pretty damn well.
And you know what? I think there's a conspiracy afoot this season. Where was Cerie's chip? Where was Cerie's veto chip?
Yeah, I also saw that YouTube video.
Where was Cerie's veto chip? She didn't play in the first 9 vetoes. And then she played in the 10th veto only because she was on the block. And then afterwards, she didn't play a single other veto until she was forced to because it was the final 6. So, did Cameron steal it? Did Luke steal it and take it with him home as a trophy? I don't know.
Even though Luke didn't fucking play.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like, it doesn't make any sense by any means how Cirie was not picked. Like the YouTuber did the math and it was possible, but
it's very unlikely.
Improbable.
Very, very unlikely.
Possible, but improbable. And if she had the chance to play some of those, she had a shot. And if Cirie had actual power in competitions, anything could have happened. Again, another avenue of like a different timeline where if Cirie got to actually play, things would have panned out differently. And if Cameron wasn't picked for every single veto up until the week he was evicted,
there's just a bunch of other Cameron chips in there, just so he gets picked for sure.
There was 2 Cameron chips, and there was.
They accidentally replicated Cameron twice.
He stole
that would be
Cerie's
a
chip.
great thing.
He stole Cerie's chip and wrote his name on it in marker, and it was very convincing that everyone believed it and ran with it. And that's how Cameron played in every veto until the week he was evicted. That is, Cameron would have probably won OTEV, and saved himself, but he didn't get the chance. He and Cirie were the only 2 people that didn't get to play. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rat has class tomorrow, so by unanimous vote, he is evicted from this house.
Rat from the Big Brother house.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold on. Well, let me just.
No, the house is shaking.
It's a twist.
This is the earthquake twist.
Yeah, this is what gets him out of the house. Wait, where? There, he's been evicted.
No more Rat.
No more Rat. No more Rat. Here, you
That
know
is
what?
unfortunate.
Wait. I gotta scroll it very far now, huh? Hold on, I got this. We can continue talking.
I'm running low on my talking points. I will say.
Yes, yeah, I don't know.
Do we just want to talk about the how sort of the juror phase of the game went, like from the halfway point and on?
Yeah, I mean, so because the juror point, actually, I will say, looking at the faces on the jury, I couldn't really be happier with who all ended up on the jury.
No, yeah, it was honestly a
the
good
7
juror cast.
people on the jury were like my 7 favorite people this season. No, sorry, my 6 favorite people this season, and also Blue. And Bowie. Fuck, I guess Bowie was there too. But Corey, America, Cameron, Felicia, and Suri were probably my 5 favorite people of the season.
No, yeah.
Because Matt and Jag I don't know where Matt and Jag place. They're somewhere. They're very complicated people to rank because the last few weeks have been pretty fucking hard to watch. Not as much as BB Twitter exaggerated it to be, but it's been boring for the last 5 weeks because we know who's going to win every competition, and it played out the same way every week. So, but with Cameron's eviction at the start of the jury phase, the battle between Corey and America, Sari and Felicia, Jag, Matt, and Bowie, and then also Blue was somewhere in there. That was interesting.
Oh shit! Oh no!
How did this happen?
Because Rat left. We have Red to take his place. Red is back in the house. We have Red back in the house.
I'm ecstatic. Yeah.
Welcome back, Red. Okay. He took up all the screen. Here, hold on. I'll edit the text.
Send this image to the chat so I can update my image as well.
You're gonna have to give me a second. I gotta fix this. Red is here.
Red, he made it. But yeah, so the fight between Corey and America, Jag and Matt, and then the people that were also left straggling.
Gosh, that was also like such a. That was pretty cool.
It was a really fun time, or at least that 1 week. Where actually no, that's not true because even when Cameron was there, it was also interesting because unlike the last 5
there were a couple
seasons,
of good
5,
back
6,
and forth.
7, 8, the last decade of Big Brother, there was no major team controlling the house by the end, and it was left for everyone to fend for themselves. And this is the type of shit that I've been begging for so long.
This season was very good. Like, yeah, it was a very good season. The only thing holding it down is how fucking long it is. I am.
Yeah, I mean that was if it wasn't for the zombie twist week, but then again that brought Cameron back, and I like Cameron. And
Cameron got you a couple more points until he was evicted.
More points. I always stay winning. That was my catchphrase. The entire and it worked. I think I willed it into existence, simply because I said it so many times. But my always stay winning quote stayed true. I always stayed winning.
Yeah.
That is now added to my cast.
Good job.
But Cameron came back. He outlasted both Jared because Jared was gone and McCall. Honestly, I think that zombie twist kind of proved that there was no rigging involved, because if the producers had stepped in to make anything happen, they would have made Jared win that.
Oh yeah,
Jared
for sure.
They just tried to keep on rigging it until they couldn't more. I think if they were to rig it, that would have been their like, okay, if Jared just fucks up, we're done.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think it was kind of stupid that they that people be like, Jared and Suri are it's rigged towards Jared and Suri. I was like, shut the fuck up! I don't care. It's reality TV. Of course, there's going to be rigging. Quit complaining.
But like that's
every
kind of
season has probably had some rigging to it.
But I almost called you Cameron. but you see, Tanner, what you and I are trying to hold on to is the idea that Big Brother is like the least rigged reality show, and I do believe that. I do believe that there is little to no actual like involvement in how everything plays out, other than like very minor stuff that can almost be easily overlooked, like the stuff that Zach complained about when he
on
started
BB16,
talking,
how they how they completely tore down an original competition and put a new one up to help Frankie win.
I think that is like, to me, I think that's fair because someone
was
throwing a competition where you're in pairs is a completely unprecedented thing on that show. So it was like, how do we allow that? Like, how do we
reality TV rigged? No. Yeah.
So
when reality TV is
like
rigged.
those examples, and would you call that rigging, or would you call that balancing, like the fairness?
Well,
of it?
Here's the thing, but you got to also take into account the game itself, like the game that they present. Like this game, you have to lie, you have to backstab, and you just have to betray each other. And like if you get caught, oh well, too bad, so sad. That I don't think it. I think it was rigged for Frankie because he kind of dug his own grave. He got caught, but and if that is true, production helped him further his game to stay a couple more weeks until what, like Final 5?
Final 5 or Final 6, yeah, something like that.
I think it was Final 5. But yeah, it helped him stay a lot longer than he did. If that was true. Like, if he did not win that battle back, chances are he was going home that week. And I can't remember when that battle back was, but it was pretty. It was like a couple weeks before he was actually evicted.
It was right like in the dead center of the season, I believe. Someone like
I think it was like it could have been like maybe a week or two after jury started.
I don't remember. Like we watched it. This was like when we were watching it. You, me, and the rat. It was because we didn't finish the season ourselves.
We let
but we
the
did
rat,
get to,
we let
we did
rat
get to
go
that
and finish
episode.
it.
We did get to that episode. So it must have been in the first half, but like the late half of the first half of the season. I don't know.
because because we know Donnie was there. When I don't know what juror he was, but I think he was the third juror, fourth juror.
I think Zach was still there.
No, yeah, Zach was definitely there because Zach and Donnie were partners.
And Zach
Christine was still there.
Zach was the first juror. Or no, that's not true.
No,
he was
Jocasta was the first
he
juror.
Was the
and Jocasta wasn't there at that point.
Yeah. So it was somewhere in the middle. It was somewhere in the middle.
I think Donnie was evicted right before Christine.
Yeah, I believe that's right. Donnie didn't make Zingbot, I think.
No, he did.
He did? Because Zingbot was the week that Christine went out. It doesn't matter. Why are we talking about BB16 now? What got us here?
We were talking about rigged. We were talking about rigging.
I don't think... I just want to hold the standard that Big Brother is a show that is 99% reliant on genuine gameplay, and the involvement of producers can be defended.
And I think there are some stuff where they balance it to make it fair for other people. Like if they break their foot in a comp or something like that. Like
that Christmas competition, that was something else entirely. That I don't even know how to classify that Christmas competition.
Oh my god! And
I want to tell Ian about this actually.
Yeah, because
in Big Brother 19, early on, there's this this person named Christmas, and she broke her leg in the backyard one day.
Her name is actually Christmas?
Yes, because Jason was carrying her on her back and then fell on. I think he fell on her foot and broke it.
Was this Jason guy a big dude or?
No,
he was like a tall cowboy.
He was a tall cowboy.
Okay,
but he wasn't
I got
big.
you.
He wasn't like a big guy. He was pretty lanky.
Yeah.
But anyway, she broke her foot, and for the entire rest of the season, she was in a cast. And I'm not gonna tell you how yet, but she won a racing competition.
She won a foot race.
A foot race competition.
With her broken foot?
With a broken
She didn't run
a
at
leg
all.
and a cast, and she didn't run at all. She won that competition.
No, yeah. Paul somehow got every single other person in that competition to throw the competition to Christmas. And
so
it was
with every
amazing.
subsequent round, someone would like start the race too early, fall in like dramatic cartoonish Peter Griffin falling down the stairs style, and then be like, "Ah, shit, I'm out." And then it kept going and going until Christmas won by doing absolutely nothing. She is the Luigi. She
Yeah,
won by
and then
doing
I feel
absolutely
like
nothing.
in BB 24 they also helped balance it out for Jasmine as well because she also hurt her foot as well.
Yeah.
At least until it wasn't hurt anymore.
Dude, I would be so upset if I came to the Big Brother house and immediately
broke my foot.
broke a leg.
That would suck.
Christmas made it the final 3. So
she was the third evicted.
She was
the third to last, final 3. Yeah.
But she did really good for herself that game, mostly because she was in with Paul, and that was the Paul sweep season.
Until Josh came in and fucking ruined it.
Until Josh happened and became the greatest Big Brother player of all time.
Yes. Who actually had good jury management compared to Paul.
Who is famously the worst jury management of all time, leading to 2 subsequent final 2 losses in a row.
He wouldn't own up to his own fucking game, and that's what cost him the win. Is because he was too afraid to say, he was too afraid to hurt people's feelings, even though they were already hurt, and say he didn't want to say, "Yeah, I evicted you." Too bad, so sad. He just said like, actually, it was kind of this, and this. I really didn't have much play in it, and blah, 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 blah. And that's what cost him the win.
You know how tonight, Ian, Jag was like, I fucking beat all of you. All of your blood.
I have all of your blood on my hands. My hand is covered in your blood.
I'm the god. My rage is untethered and
Paul
knows no bounds.
Paul did none of that.
Paul did everything Jag did, won every competition, backstabbed everybody, and then was
but he did not own up to it.
But I didn't really do any of that.
So if you want to win Big Brother, make sure you own your game. If you are,
which I was afraid tonight because when Jag had said Jag was going off. Jag was going off too strong.
At first, I thought he was kind of going a bit too far.
He was
like pulling a Heisem moment where he was kind of building up his own ego and stuff like that. I think
it was getting too thin. It was dangerous. Like I was like, dude, you're going
anything more than what he said. He would lose a jury vote. I feel like
I was terrified for him because I was rooting for Jag, despite the fact that would have meant Ian gets to be happy tonight. But I was still rooting for Jag over Matt tonight, and that speech, I was like, damn, Matt gave a pretty solid speech.
His speech was solid, which kind of sucks that his Q&A was awful.
His Q&A was awful, but it doesn't matter. The speech didn't affect anything, or the Q&A. None of that affected anything, I don't think.
I don't know. If his speech was bad, he may lose like Suri or Felicia's vote, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so. I think his Q&A was proof enough that nothing he could have said would have lost the vote from them. He could have gotten a vote if he had done better, maybe from like Blue or not Bowie, but maybe Cameron. He could have gotten a vote if he had convinced him stronger. But anyway, Jag's speech was terrifying. Like I was really afraid that was the moment when people would be like, okay, Jag's kind of an ass. Maybe we shouldn't vote for him.
Yeah, no. I feel like he was putting a little too much sauce on it. And I feel like any more sauce that he put on it, it would be more detrimental than good.
Oh my god! And can we actually talk about Jag's speech before he evicted Bowie? That had
I
me
was so
on
scared.
the edge of my seat, going,
Dude,
what are you saying? What
Dude,
are you saying?
I don't remember his speech, but I remember me and my family were down there. You were listening to his speech. He was saying like, Bodie Jane, you have been amazing to me these past few weeks. You have been a great alliance member, and then he said like almost the exact same thing to Matt. And then he's like, and I was seriously hoping he'd take Matt, which he did, but because I was rooting for Matt because I had Matt on my team, and I just wanted him to win to give me the last few points, because I thought it'd be funny. But and then when I genuinely didn't know who he was gonna take until like the last moments of his speech, when he said like, he's like, and then he turned about. He said, "I don't care if I lose like 6-1 against. I don't care if I lose 6-1 in the final two, as long as you're as long as you're that vote, Bowie Jane, which is why I have to vote to victory." I was like, me and my family got up and said, "Yes!" We were all fucking screaming, like we were fans of.
That was one of the best votes of showmanship of the whole season. That was
one of really the best final three evictions ever.
Jack had his shit together. Jack had his
no, yeah. Personally,
yeah,
my favorite
showmanship card playing, and he was going off.
Still, my personal favorite final three eviction is season 22. No, season 22. When Cody redeems himself and evicts Nicole instead of ruining his game again for the second year.
Yeah. I think, well, I mean, I guess I don't remember the speech very much, but Steve getting rid of Vanessa, that was like
that was also a good one.
That was hype.
Which was yeah, but I was also like pretty sad because Vanessa was my favorite to win that season.
Yeah.
And I like really liked Vanessa. And I had her picked to win the season like pretty early on, and she was this short of winning. Actually, if she messed up one question,
she messed up one question. But if she wins, honestly, one of my actually last season was the final three was such a toss up.
Yeah,
like, it was really interesting because this season it was like, okay,
Monty blew it so hard.
Monty blew it so fucking.
Monty fumbled the bag. It was obvious that Taylor was going to win if she took. If she was in the final two, and it's funny because Monty and Turner had a final two deal going, and
more than he and Taylor did. Like they
more
than he and Taylor final two.
Like he backstabbed Turner just to lose the game. Like normally you would only it's funny because Turner said if he knew everyone else was voting for Turner, he also would have voted for, or if he knew he knew everyone was voting for Taylor, he would have voted for Taylor too.
Yeah. Whoops. No, but I'm glad that Monty at least got a pity vote because that was rough. That must have been fucking rough for him.
Yeah, but it's funny because you usually only cut your final two if you know you're going to lose against him, unless you're fucking Cody. But
I mean, he could have lost against Turner. He could have. Turner had a good.
He could have, but he had a better shot against Turner than he did Taylor.
Taylor had one of the best stories of all time.
In my opinion, Monty had a better resume than Turner because he got Michael out.
Yeah, but Turner changed the whole game.
Turner did change the game.
Turner was the weak.
Turner also changed. Turner also ate Jasmine's muffin. So
Turner did Muffin Gate.
Yes,
Muffin Gate.
Muffin Gate was one of the funnier bits from BB25. There was a muffin that went missing one day, and Jasmine, the girl with the broken foot, was screaming around the house trying to figure out.
Did you eat my muffin? Did you eat my muffin? And it was like those muffins you would eat in like those. It's like those packaged muffins.
It's just
like
those little bites muffins. It was one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, did you eat my muffin? Did you eat my muffin? She was like getting pissed at people. And then it was funny, like when it was revealed, like he was talking to Taylor, like, oh yeah, I don't know why Jasmine's like running around and like saying all these stuff and getting people faces. Like, and that's why I ate her muffin. That was so funny.
That was
being
the
petty.
biggest twist of the season was that he ate the muffin. I was losing it. I was like, this man, most entertaining. Cause that's the best part of this season is when people get unhinged and just fucking like prank each other, petty shit like that.
I would do that. I would go in and like prank people and scare people.
I mean, there's like the pettier shit, like Victoria destroying the pink hat of Zach. Like that shit was insane in BB16. But the Muffin Gate was just like, it's a funny prank, but it also fucking made Jasmine go a little crazy, which was just extra cherry on top of that situation. This season they tried to imply that happened again, but everyone was too nice this season. It was the clip show episode on Tuesday, and apparently Matt and Jag had stolen McCole's steak and used it to make quesadillas. Which, by the way, was one of the biggest like live feed running jokes. Is that Matt made so much quesadillas this entire season. Matt is to quesadillas what Matt from BB19 was to cereal. I just realized they're both named Matt. Holy shit! This goes hard. Matt's in food in the Big Brother house. If you're named Matthew, you're obsessed with one specific food and always eat that every fucking day.
This season was definitely very interesting. But I feel like it was just way too long.
It was too long. But
way too long.
Honestly, if I were to I don't know, taking a step back, forgetting about the length, this season had a really good cast.
It was a very good cast. Aside from Luke, we don't talk about Luke. We don't talk about Luke. Sari takes Luke's spot. How about that? Sari will take Luke's spot.
Yeah. The problematic actions of Cameron and Jared and sometimes other people, but not enough of the other people. There were times when people would do bad stuff, and they get.
There was also some interesting like. I don't want to say fights because I don't think they were really fights.
There was no real fight this season outside.
It was like
Jared and Corey.
They were more just like bickering and like squabbles and stuff like that, like arguments, big arguments.
There was an argument. There was the Jared and Corey.
The Jared and Corey one. There was also the Sari and Felicia one when Jared came back. That one was great. When Jared came back, it's like, Mama Fee, you did me dirty. And it's like, oh yeah, what about me? You did me dirty trying to campaign to get me out last week. And then Sari came in like, as a group, and Sari was trying to speak and Felicia kept like interrupting her. And then she was like, you gonna let me speak now? You gonna let me speak? And then she's like, all right, like as a group, we decided. And Mama Fee's like, there ain't no group. And then Sari just got like, oh my fucking mama, there ain't no group. And then that was so good. That was so good.
That was the best fight of the season for sure. The funniest at least. It was one of the funniest. The only fight of the season. The Jared and Corey one was like.
There were also a couple
close. It was an argument that was pushing it because Jared raised his voice a lot, and Jared was just a fucking loudmouth. But that one was funny, and especially because, and it kind of came full circle tonight because you might have noticed whenever Felicia found out that Jared and Sari were related, she said, "That's why I couldn't get through.
That's why I couldn't break through to y'all." That was funny.
That was a great way to wrap that.
There was a fight in the kitchen at one point between Corey in America and someone, or like Corey in America versus someone. That's right. I think it was Felicia.
No, it was because they were trying to. Oh shit! What?
No, it was against someone. I know it was. America was arguing with. I want to say it's Felicia.
Lying.
I want to say it's Felicia.
Lying to like Felicia.
No, yeah, it was because Felicia said like you and Corey came to me and Sari about a Final Four or something like that, and then America said like,
it was McCole.
Or McCole, yeah, it was McCole.
was McCall and Felicia.
Yes, and then Sari, or not Sari, Corey didn't want to argue, so he just left.
And America threw out a blatant lie, and then Corey walked away. And America was like, "Shit, I actually had to like defend this lie that I just threw out with no rhyme or reason." Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And then there's the obvious, and then there's the America and Jag moment in the bathroom. That was a good one. Like Jag was like, "Hey, you want to go talk upstairs?" And then America was like, "Literally, Jag, fuck off." And that was pretty interesting. And I saw on Twitter like that she said it before, and then her reasoning to Felicia was like, "I literally just had to piss or something like that, and I couldn't talk, so I literally just told Jag to fuck off." That was out of petty and out of pure emotion. Like, she wasn't in no rush or anything. She didn't want to talk to Jag. She fucking hated him.
I mean, those were some pretty emotional days, because that was like the week before Jag won HOH. That was the week where it was like, it's anyone's game. This is the game-changing week.
No, literally, whatever, like, one eviction can determine, like, who fucking wins this game. Like, if Jag or Matt go home, then Corey and America have have the best shot. It's whichever pair lost one of their partners first, the other pair had a very, very good shot of winning. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty, like, in the last few weeks, like towards the finals, like I think final 7, it was pretty much Corey and America versus Matt and Jag. And Matt and Jag won it. But yeah, like you said, ignoring the length of it, it was a very good season overall. Like, extremely good.
It's just a great cast.
Cast. There was no, like, there were many power shifts.
The power shifts made it really interesting, and the fact that there was no one solid team really made this season stand out to me.
Literally, there was one big alliance that lasted a couple of weeks.
And
then after that, there was no big alliance.
And then Izzy was out, and then it kind of was an alliance.
There was never a big alliance after after Izzy went home. Really?
Yeah, I mean, even when Izzy was there, it was a 4-person.
It was it was literally just small duos, like duos in the house. That's it.
At most the 4 group with.
And I think that's really good. That's what makes it a good season.
And my third reasoning for why this season is a lot better than a lot of the last seasons is there was the twists and like the theme of the season didn't ruin the show.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think the season ruined the show
the whole
at all.
Camping shit, fuck that. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Fuck that. BB23, while I was, the whole casino thing, the up the prize, all that was fun. I've never been a big fan of teams. I think teams kind of make the first few weeks sluggish.
Hell.
And then BB24, they had like the duos. I don't like that either. I really don't like it when they interfere with the gameplay with teams or duos, because that
it changes people. It like ruins people's strategy.
Yeah, and it makes and it's weird that they decided to make BB24 have teams the year after the cookout showed that having teams makes it so easy to manipulate everyone.
Oh yeah.
Which is exactly how BB24 played out. The same way that BB23 played out, with the teams being easy targets to take the other people out. I don't know. I don't know why they decided to go with that. And like there have been seasons like BB20, BB22, but I mean BB22 had its own issues.
No, BB22 there was one group, and that group held power throughout the entire season.
Yeah, I mean that's its own issues, but the actual like theme of the season didn't get in the way. So for this season to have as much stuff as it did, like the whole Scrambleverse thing,
that was cool.
That was interesting. Like they did a lot of like unique concepts with it, and nothing got really in the way. There was of course the zombie twist, which was annoying.
Honestly, I think that was to make up for Luke leaving.
Yeah.
Either Jag, like either Matt's twist with Jag was supposed to account for Luke leaving, or the zombie thing.
One of those
actually, no. I
both.
think the zombies. I think the zombie one was supposed to stay. I think Matt's power out of nowhere was supposed to account for Luke leaving.
Especially considering it was based on America's favorite player at the time, which was such a weird basis.
Well, no, because at first it was America decided who they wanted to compete in it.
The first 4,
and then the person who won it,
and it was between
got the power.
It was between Sari, Matt, Corey, and
I don't know the last one.
Was it Cameron?
No, I think it was Jag.
Jag, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I only really
because I think I remember him opening the envelope in the diary room saying that he didn't win, and then him just kind of sitting on the
stone
diary room chair in sadness, about to cry because he kind of blew it.
Oh, we could talk about the crybabies this season. Have you seen how often Bowie Jane cried this season?
I haven't.
She broke down crying once a week.
Damn.
And it's so bizarre because and I get, being away from home, being trapped in this house, that is one thing. But a lot of the time, she was crying about the other housemates and how they were like, oh, I don't want to say goodbye to this person. And it's like, girl, this is the game. You should be grateful that you have not been on the block and never went on the block once.
No, yeah.
And I get her crying, but half the time it was like, okay, you cried about this last week.
You pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. People cry. Everyone cries at least once a season. It's fair, but she cried way too much.
She cried way too damn. According to you, I don't remember it.
She cried, and everyone made fun of her for it. Felicia would say it a lot. Actually, Felicia, I think the only 2 people that might not have cried this season was Felicia and Corey. I think those are the only 2 people that I never saw cry once the whole season.
Yeah.
Because even the first few weeks, seeing Kirsten,
I also didn't
Riley,
see.
Then Hisam, they all cried.
I didn't see Luke cry.
He actually, I was listening to someone recorded a live Instagram from him today. I was watching that, and he said the moment he was kicked out of the house, they left him in a costume designer room, and he sat in there for an hour crying to himself. So he did cry too.
He was on the show.
Not on the show. He didn't get the chance to.
Exactly.
But
okay.
Yeah. I mean, Corey probably cried. He had a lot of good reasons to.
Yeah.
But Felicia's one of the strongest mentally in that whole house.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about the winter season?
We can. Can I mention? I posted, I guess, a really solid post on Twitter today during the finale, and I said it to y'all in the group chat. I said, where did I post it? I said, Jag be like, I am the god of the land, an unstoppable and unrivaled force of nature.
Yeah,
and Matt is like, oh yeah, I saved Jag that one time, and we played as a good team. Yeah. I posted that exactly on Twitter, and it's gotten well over 40 likes now.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen that tweet.
Oh no, because it's in the Big Brother Unhinged group chat that I made.
Oh, okay.
And people, I got a whole ass quote retweet. Someone said,
"This tweet doing numbers."
Someone said, "I'm fucking screaming." I don't know what. I said that. I must have said the golden line because this is one of the
I feel like you would be good in the Big Brother house, Gavin. I feel like you'd get along with a lot of different people, a lot of people weekly. And then you would ultimately get targeted in the end for having a very good social.
I think you'd be
or not.
I think you could be Tyler. I think you could be Tyler, Tanner.
Yeah, so ultimately lose to
me at the very end.
Yeah, ultimately lose to you in the very end. By one jury vote.
The one vote.
Mm-hmm. That's if I don't cut.
But then you come back for the All-Star season.
And then cry.
And then fucking be a fucking sad reflection of your former
Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
And wither away again.
Yeah, no. I don't know, but I want to play Big Brother so bad. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like not what even if it's not what I expect it to be, I still want to play no matter what, just for the experience.
Yeah, we gotta work.
And
we gotta work on our auditions.
Sorry, I guess I lost connection for a moment.
Is that why you've been so quiet?
Yeah, you haven't said a whole lot.
I guess the internet decided it didn't want to work for a while.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the season?
I mean,
as your
other
first
than
season that you only watched maybe 4 or 5 episodes of, but heard everything through our perspective.
Oh yeah, I think you were the kind of the person we dragged in because we needed a fourth person.
We needed a fourth person because we got Colin in on BB16, so he knew the fundamentals.
I mean, other than it being long, I thought it was good. I think it was a good introduction, at least for me, to Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I guess it is a really good introductory.
It is a good. I would say it's a good season to get involved in. Like, if you want to start watching Big Brother, this one isn't a bad one to get. This one isn't a bad one to watch.
Other than the Sari and Jared thing, there's no returning players. There's no weird like twists that like really ruin the.
No, I take that back. I said it was an introduction. I did watch whichever BB it was that had Ariana Grande's brother in it.
So BB16.
Yeah,
that's like
because I do remember seeing him
first season.
Wait, you watched that with us too?
I watched a few episodes every now and again. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that you were around.
That one's a lot of people's first season and a lot of people's favorite.
That is the like quintessential season for the modern Big Brother fans. That is like, I believe that's the one they use. Like if they hire people that haven't seen the show, like if they're called, what are they, recruits? Is that what they're
Recruits.
called?
They just tell people your favorite season is BB16. Your favorite winner.
They do force them to watch BB16. They force
Really?
them to watch BB16 and then they send them on their way. I
is that actually what they do?
Last season in BB24, that's what they did with a couple of the people. I forgot who it was that said that because I'm forgetting everyone that was in the house last season. But there were a couple people that said, yeah, the producers maybe watch BB16 before coming here. So yeah, there's that.
I'm surprised BB16 isn't the highest performing one.
What do you mean by highest performing one?
Highest performing season.
What is?
I don't know. I thought we looked it up the other day and we said that BB14 was highest rated season.
Is that what sorry, highest rated. I thought you meant like actual viewership wise. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, viewership? I don't know. I think it's
the highest rated is season 14. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because that was the Dan's funeral episode.
Dan's
funeral, highest rated episode of all time. Now, the most watched season of Big Brother, on the other hand, is a list that I don't think has been updated since season 13. So, never mind. And when was this?
For some reason, the most rated, like the season with the highest rated is season 4. That has the most, that like in the top 10 rated episodes, BB4 has a lot. And then there's a couple of BB25s. And then a couple BB7s.
I mean, BB4 was pretty solid. One of the most solid early seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the whole Danielle Reyes BB3, but BB4, because that was the one with what was her name? June.
June.
She was really iconic. I don't know anybody from BB5, and then BB6 was Janelle and Kaser, and then BB7 was the All Stars, and then so on and so forth.
I'm trying to remember like all the winners in order. I think the first winner was Dr. Will. Third was.
There's BB.
We don't count BB1. We don't count BB1. Everyone in the BB community knows doesn't count.
My mom and dad watched BB1 while this season was happening, and they couldn't get through it because apparently it fucking sucked.
No, yeah, because it's not like the game it is at all.
They were enjoying what it was because it's so weird, and like BB2 still had a little bit of
BB1 relies solely on America, no HOH, no nothing.
There's actually an aspect that no one talks about, and that I don't think you know about, is that they had to basically become they had to sustain themselves. They didn't get food. They had to grow their own crops.
Oh, really?
They had to live in the house as if it was like a survivor island.
That's weird.
They were literally playing to live, and then were also simultaneously evicted by who was their favorite, who was the least favorite person, and all that.
No, yeah, that's weird as fuck.
That is really weird.
Big Brother 2 was Dr. Will. Big Brother 3 was Lisa. BB4 was June. BB5 was Drew.
I did not know 5 and 6. Those are the seasons I did.
BB6 is Maggie. BB7 is Mike Boogie. BB8 is Evil Dick. Big Brother 9 is Adam.
Oh fuck! What was that? Jesus Christ! Something
Did
just
Paul
fell.
Rudd scare you?
I know he's not even in this room. What just fell?
I don't know.
You might just be hearing things.
I'm still hearing. No, I just got something loud just fell. Hold on, let me. Was it what I? Okay, yeah, I know what it was.
What was it?
It was a power strip that had all my things plugged into it. So it's not a great thing to have fallen, but it didn't destroy anything yet. So
that's good.
Fine.
Anyways, BB8 was Evil Dick. BB9 was Adam. BB10 was Dan. BB11 was, I think, Jordan? Yeah, BB11 was Jordan. BB12 was Hayden. BB13 was Rachel.
Dan,
14 was Ian. 15 Andy. 16 Derek. 17 Steve. 18 Nicole. 19 Josh. 20 was Casey. 21 was Mickey. 22 was Cody. 23 was Xavier. 24 was Taylor. And 25 is Jag.
Where does Jag stand next to them? Jag will now go down as one of those legends. I mean, we could say, I could say he's better than
Do you think he's top 10?
No.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't think he's top 10.
I could name 10 people that I am in love with that are winners that aren't Jag. There's 25 seasons now. So
25 seasons, 24 winners because we don't count BB1.
That's right. So 24 winners. He is definitely not in the top 12.
You think top 15 though?
Probably top 15. It's hard because I haven't seen seasons 1 through 12, and no, I know enough about 9 through 12.
Yeah, I've watched the seasons. The seasons I've watched are 8. I've watched 8. I've watched 10. I've watched 14. I've watched 16. Okay, I've watched 16 and on. I've seen every.
I actually started with BB13, and I didn't actually remember BB13 when I was little. So BB14 was the first season I remembered, and onward I watched everything.
I think the first season I watched was BB14, but I watched BB14 and 15 only watching the competitions. I didn't care who won.
I was kind of the same way, but
and then BB16, I think I actually sat down and watched it for the first time.
See, what's hard is I want to say definitively that there was winners that I liked more than Jag. But it's hard because, I like a lot of them, mostly because how they had to fight their way to win. I think Jag, I've already said this, I think Jag played a great game, but
Yeah.
his no, he didn't have to fight that hard. Like he just stayed winning.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to compare him to like Ian, and it's like, dude, Ian won the one competition that mattered and just stayed.
No, honestly, there were a couple weeks where he could have gone, but he just kept winning to save himself.
There was the week where he was the only person in the house that was the target, and he won that veto or that HOH or whatever it was.
And that double eviction veto win was so clutch. He was going home if he did not win.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
sure.
there's the Ian.
Sorry.
Oh, sure.
There was that and then that one Pandora's box twist where unleashed second veto into the house. He won that. He was going home if he didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Which ultimately caused Brittany to go home.
No, Brittany went home because of Dan's funeral, right?
Yeah, but if
you're right.
But if Ian didn't have the veto, he was going home.
That was the craziest week of all
time.
time.
Honestly, I would agree with you. Top 15 winner for sure.
I mean, because if we went from BB10 onwards, like those are the ones I'm most familiar with. He's not better than Dan.
He's definitely not better than Dan. Definitely 11? Not better than what?
Who won BB11?
Jordan.
Jordan played an all right game. Like Jeff and Jordan, they're iconic, but they weren't like the best players. They were great socializers, not great players.
When you think of Jeff and Jordan are like the players you recognize if you're a casual viewer.
Yeah.
Like
so I would be like, I would say Jag is probably a better player than them, or than Jordan, right?
My top 5 winners are Dan, Dr. Will, Derek Levasseur, Cody Calafiore, and I don't know who my top 5 would be.
I really liked Xavier. I think Xavier played really well.
Honestly, yeah, I would probably go with Xavier.
Casey played really well. Casey and Tyler
played really well
too. Steve is iconic in his own right.
Steve played the ultimate floater game until the very, very, very end. Mm-hmm. Like when he cut Vanessa, that was like his best. That was like his driving
golden ticket right there.
That was the golden ticket, like saying, "Hey, I got fucking Vanessa out. Vote for me, you dumb fuck." What did Liz do? She didn't evict Vanessa. I did. That was his speech.
But yeah, I mean, if we look at people only by how they played the game, like I think Jag did better than Taylor. Taylor did a great job recovering.
Honestly,
she was in a very unfair position, and I
don't think he did better than Taylor. I think Taylor played a much better game than Jag, because one, she was kind of dealt a very shitty hand in the beginning, but she played it so fucking well to the she made it to play in her favor. And yes, she did kind of get people to drag onto her and put her in a big alliance because of how she was treated. But ultimately, it's just the way she repositioned herself to make everyone like her enough to take her to Final 2. And while getting rid of people and stuff.
The only reason to me that she made Final 2 is because Monty made the biggest blunder of all time.
That true.
Because to me,
but I also think her social game was.
But I mean,
elite.
Clearly that means
her social game was elite.
Great. She did play one of the best social games. So you're right. So I don't know. I would say Xavier is better than Jag. I would say Cody's better than Jag. I wouldn't say Mickey. I don't like Mickey at all, so I don't want to.
Mickey's not. I
mean, he technically played a good game, but a good game amongst bad players. I mean, what does that really mean? It just means he's above average for his season, right?
Yeah.
He didn't play a great game by any means, I don't think. Casey played a good game. Josh got lucky, so I'll say he's better than Josh. Hell, I'd say he might be better than Nicole Franzel. Nicole kind of got lucky too. hell, it was her second season, so yeah, of course she got lucky. But and then Jag played better than Steve. Steve had the golden ticket move. So,
but to be fair, I think Jack played a better game than he did.
Yeah.
So
that would I think that does put Jag around top 15 ish.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly lower if I was a bit more pessimistic about how Jag played, because Jag played fast and loose, was public enemy number 1 for a long time, but recovered mostly, and he was evicted. He was evicted. And
he was
Social
evicted,
Game
came
did
back.
Save him. So it's a hard call.
Very hard call. But okay, do we want to quickly talk about BB or
Reindeer
the
games?
BB Legend season? Yeah, reindeer games. It's not even going to be Big Brother. It's just reindeer games.
I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be in the Big Brother house, and it's going to have the BB players. So we'll call it.
Do we want to speculate who's going to come back?
Okay, I got,
because at the end of the season, for the whole trailer thing, they showed those numbers on the wall.
9.
Like, is that going to be like the advent calendar or something?
No.
Like, where each day they're going to release, unveil a player who's going to play.
Actually, that actually would be pretty smart.
That would be pretty cool.
But that does mean pretty definitively that there's going to be 9 players this season, right?
Yeah.
Which is a really odd number, but fine. Like, it
but
really
here's
weird.
the thing.
Like, look at this.
I don't think it's going to be like, it's not going to be like BB at all. It's not going to be like Big Brother. It's a completely separate game. That's why they called it Reindeer. It's not Big Brother.
I think it's going to be close to Big Brother. I think there's going to be weekly
I honestly do not fucking tell.
There's going to be 1 or 2 competitions a week that determine power, so it'll play out differently. There'll be different rules, but it's like, I don't know. It could be more like Survivor. It could be more like Big Brother, but it's not going to be far off.
I can't tell, to be honest.
I don't know how crazy rules
who do we think is going to come back?
I think there is.
We already got Jeff. Not Jeff. Jordan, Xavier, and Tiffany coming back. I think they're just going to be hosts.
Derek X is what you meant to say.
Derek X.
Jordan instead of Jeff, and Tiffany.
Yeah.
But we don't. They didn't specify hosts. See, it's really confusing how they phrase that.
Well, here's the thing. They said they're going to come back as Santa's elves.
Santa's elves. So we don't know if everyone of the season is playing as the elves, and like the reindeer games is just the name of it. Or maybe they're going to be the reindeer, but that's kind of demeaning in a way.
I don't know.
We don't know.
But
I'm leaning to the side that they're actually going to be contestants this season. You're leaning to the opposite side that they're going to be like the hosts.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair, because maybe Julie just isn't going to host this. That's fair. Julie needs a break. It's been 100 fucking days.
Yeah. But I am praying that Dan Giesling gets a return.
There's, I would say, a 75% chance that Dan is.
He has been hinting at this so much on Twitter.
He's been toying it up. He's been really buttering us up. Hey, something's happening, huh? I wonder if I'll be there. I think there is like a 25% chance that they do end up bringing Frankie, Brittany, and Danielle in this season.
Yeah.
It's definitely a non-zero chance. Like they are very, very easy options right there.
Yes.
With as involved as they are. I don't think Andy is that. I don't know. Andy is weird to me because he's really involved with the BB scene, but at the same time, he now feels like an outsider to the whole thing, and someone who could be dragged in.
I need as long as I get a Dan and Derek, I will be a happy man.
I'm really torn about Derek because
because a lot of people call Derek like one of the best players of all time, but the only thing that's hindering him being like top 1 is a second appearance.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason like why he's everyone's like top 3, top 5 player. He's not number 1 or 2 because that's Dan and Will, but he's like usually 3rd in people's list because he doesn't have a second appearance. And he kind of needs that I feel like But even then, with this, he wouldn't like cement himself as a greatest. I don't think he needs another full season of Big Brother. But the problem is, his children don't want that.
His children don't
His
want the dad
stupid
to live
family.
for 100 days. Why?
God, please! It
Cameron-
won't be
Cameron
100
did
days
it.
anymore.
Cameron did it.
Please!
Come on.
Cameron was close to not doing it.
Yeah. Honestly, so they said, so Julie said, so we'll talk about this because, you know, it's what we're talking about anyway. Julie said that one person, or, you know, I would feel like maybe two, you know,
No,
people. I
don't think so.
I think they can get away with two. People from this season can come back. I think Cameron would be a great option. Considering he's AFP, he gets a month to visit his daughter, and then like this game will be like what, a month and a half at most, half a season maybe 50 days.
Yeah.
So
but
I think Cameron would be great for that. Great casting.
But I think it's a legend season. I don't think Cameron cemented himself as a legend.
Over everyone else this season, Jag, Matt, and Cameron are the most legend this season. Maybe Corey. No one else, right?
No, yeah. Here's the thing: when they hint at a legend season, no one from this cast comes to mind.
So who would that? Yeah, because it would have to be like Cameron.
In my opinion, when they say legend season, you get people like Dan, Derek, Nicole.
Yeah. So what do you want
Janelle.
from this season?
I want actual legends. Damn it!
And they said there'd be at least one person from this season.
I know, and that was kind of. And yes, I guess Cameron might be that person.
Cameron or
Matt and Jag.
They're not going to invite Jag back. Come on.
No, I don't think they're inviting
Jag
back.
2 games in a row. That would be.
No, here's the thing. If he's put in with Dan, I don't think he wins.
No, Jag does not beat the Dan.
The Dan Giesling.
Giesling. The Twitch streamer Dan Giesling.
The Twitch connoisseur Dan. But I don't think. I think you're right about Frankie, Brittany, and Daniel. Danielle. I think they have a good chance of coming back. Which is good because I've been wanting another Danielle Reyes appearance.
And Brittany are extremely great.
They're iconic.
I love them.
And they are iconic.
Frankie is there too.
No, Brittany is known as the DR Queen.
I know. My sister watched BB12 not too long ago, and every time I'd walk downstairs, Brittany just fucking I'm in the
middle of watching BB12, and it's just a whole lot of Brittany. She's very funny. She's she's extremely funny, and she was very funny. Like when she was insulting Rachel in her in her goodbye messages. It was hilarious.
I want to ask, because we've kept Ian out of this discussion because he's very out of the loop. Ian, if there is any person this season that you'd want to compete in a Christmas themed game show, who would it be?
It would have to be, Red. Obviously, he's got the beard.
Why didn't we ask Red before we asked Ian? Because he's on the couch too.
Yeah. Make him a bit bigger.
Let's.
But yeah, I mean,
Red would be great actually. Like, imagine Red wearing Christmas outfits. Red is perfect for this.
That would be funny. That would actually be funny.
Because they're covering up the D in discussion.
But if I had to choose somebody else that's not a unanimous Red decision, I don't know. I kind of feel like Matthew would be pretty fun.
Yeah,
on there.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah,
because we'd need some sort of you don't want to comp Beast because I guess that's a good point, because if we bring Cameron or Jag back,
literally
they're gonna win.
Now that I think about it, all the technical legends weren't really comp Beast.
They're a good mix of both. They win enough competitions and play a very strong social game, and I think Matt kind of slides in there with them.
Yeah.
Not that he's a legend, but that he plays a pretty solid social game, and advantageously wins competitions when he needs to.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So if what we speculated was true, we get, and let's say Jordan, Derek X, and Tiffany are hosts. They aren't playing. So we got Daniel Reyes, Brittany Hayes, Frankie Grande, Derek Levasseur, Dan Giesling. That's 5. Let's say Matt comes back. He's 6. There's 3 spots left. Who do you think takes those?
But you said the 6 was
The 6 was. I'm just saying. The 1 slot in for BB25 is Matt. We're just gonna say that it could be literally fucking anyone. We got Derek, Dan, Frankie, Brittany, and Daniel Reyes competing. That's 6. So there's 3 spots left if there's 9 people. Who do we think would fill those spots? Watch us be completely fucking wrong too.
The gender breakdown. Luckily, it's 9, so we don't have to be exactly on point. There could be more than others. So that's 2 women we have, and
we could have. I think Nicole could come back. Nicole said that she will come back no matter what.
I don't want a Nicole again.
I don't want a Nicole appearance, but she is a Big Brother legend no matter what.
I want Vanessa. I want Vanessa back.
God, I would want. I need another Vanessa appearance.
Vanessa would be spectacular. A short season with Vanessa rolling
would be fucking amazing.
In baller Christmas attire. Just
she's
dominating.
She's retired from poker, so she has time to spare, I think.
Honestly, they could bring Taylor back. Should be fun.
They could bring Taylor back too. But I don't know. I was about to say it feels too recent for her to come back, but they just said they're bringing back someone from this season.
And also Derek X and Tiffany are involved, so it's like...
Yeah. I don't know, but I want...
the problem with like a lot of the older seasons is that those people are getting really old, and you don't want the old people, because the older they get, the less fun they are, because they're more rational people.
I don't care what you say. Dr. Will is still kind of fun.
Dr. Will's fun. I'm not saying...
No, I've seen some interviews between someone and Dr. Will, and Dr. Will is like just
let's just say pretty fun. You bring back Evil Dick. He's not evil anymore.
He's not gonna
Evangelion Nick.
Yeah,
he's Nick now.
I will say it's not gonna be Andy Herron, because he has said on Twitter multiple times, like, surprise, surprise, CBS has not contacted me at all about this, so I think it's fair to knock him up as a no-go.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not too enthralled with Andy coming back.
And
I was never. I kind of forgot what Andy's. That season 15 is one of the most forgettable seasons to me.
No, yeah, but a lot of people chalk up Andy as having one of the best Q&As and one of the best jury speeches of all time.
If I remembered it, I would.
Like if but a lot of people say, like, if you want to plead your case well enough to win Big Brother, look at Andy Herron's jury Q&A speech and stuff like that. But that's a lot. That's what a lot of people say. And honestly, another good one could be Derek X. Or not Derek X. Why am I saying Derek X? Xavier. Fuck.
Dude, how? How did you mix those people?
I don't know. I just saw Xavier, and I read Xavier's name in my head. I saw X, like, oh, Derek X.
Derek X. Xavier would be good. Yeah, I can't deny that. But now
I think it's a good mix of old and new.
No, but like now we're on the edge of too many BB23 people being involved at all, because Derek X.
Yeah, we got Tiffany X.
Are actually involved somehow.
Then maybe Xavier wouldn't be the right pick.
I think those two being involved, whether they're players or hosts, having another BB23 person inside the house would make it kind of unfair, almost, to have a host with like.
Fuck it, bring back.
I think that means Claire ain't coming back either.
No, bring back. Casey or something like that.
Casey is a great choice actually because they
Bring back Casey.
They were gonna bring her back for All Stars, but she got COVID before.
Yeah, that's true.
She and
Same thing with Josh.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need a good mix of new and old.
What's a good old pick?
No, here's the thing. There's a couple of new ones. There's a couple of middle-aged ones. Like from BB16, there's a couple picks from then.
We're missing an obvious one. Rachel.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Rachel
fucking production loves her so much.
She's one of the most fun house guests.
Yeah, I know. I think she was like called up to also compete in All Stars, but she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah. No, she's always pregnant when they want her back. She gets pregnant.
No, yeah, she's always down to play in Big Brother.
Yeah, I think she'd be good for this. I think she'd be very
good. But only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of time. As it is now.
We got a month. We got a month.
It is 1 month. 1 month from tomorrow, the season starts, and I'm sure we'll know the cast before then. If they do what you say, the advent calendar, slowly reveal one person every day, maybe the 9 days up until reveal. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. But
actually, that would be like this. Let's say like the first day of December, they start doing them like advent calendars. So like the day 1.
That would be. Yeah. I think that'd be a good idea.
Then I can't do the Mario calendar again.
No, but here's the thing. No, because what you said from earlier, towards the very beginning with the whole thing, they were trying not to do pre-gaming. If they were to do one house guest revealed every day, that would just scream pre-gaming.
No, because you don't understand the process. You see, the people that are vetted for Big Brother are already in the hands of the producers a month before the season starts. Unable to
really,
because I remember Turner talking about it either on like a live stream, I maybe watching. I'm pretty sure watching the feeds. I remember him talking about how like the producers had them a whole month before.
Really?
Yeah.
A whole month?
Like they could like do.
Usually
it's they just can't mess. Like they could do family. They could talk to families. They could
They can't really talk to each other.
They can't talk to each other. That's it. That's the only restriction.
Okay.
They have.
That seems like
because
seems
that's where
very
they do
weird,
like photo shoots and stuff like that. Yeah. So they.
Yeah.
They
Okay. That kind of makes sense. Then yeah, they could work.
And actually, I've seen the photo shoot process. It's really funny. They sneak a person onto the stage and then have to sneak them out, and then the next person comes in, and it's like they have them on like a factory line. Like, okay, you go out this exit. If you even see someone that's gonna be on the stage,
we're gonna fucking kill you. We're gonna kill you.
You'll never see your family again.
Gosh.
That's what happened to what was her name? Christy, the bald lady from last season.
She got COVID, I thought.
I think she got COVID. Yeah, no, she saw someone she wasn't supposed to see, and they evicted
and then
her
she
from
supposedly got COVID. I don't know. I feel like she deserves a second chance back too at some point. Because I feel like that just sucks. Like you get casted in the final process. You are set to be on the show, and then you get COVID the last second.
The thing is, that happens like every season. Hers was just one of the more public ones. It happened this season too.
No, but most situations that happen like that are people leaving out of their own free will. Hers was more forced. Like she was just dealt she got into an unfortunate.
But also, it happens that like sometimes people will be like ready to go, and then production will just decide that there was someone better fit. I think that is what happened this season because one of the people in the house this season was not supposed to be here the whole time. Ian, can you guess who was the imposter among them?
It was Jack.
If it was Jack, that would have been crazy. The crazy they add him last minute, and he's the one that ends up winning.
Yeah.
Claire was the replacement in BB23.
For
this season. Ian, you want to give a guess? Who seems the most like a replacement?
Hold on. I gotta pull up a list for that because I don't. remember everybody off the top of my head. Let's think. I'm assuming we're talking about replacing Luke, right?
No, not replacing Luke.
No.
So
Like,
there was before the season even started, there was a person who was cut from the show and replaced like a week before the show started, and was introduced as alongside everyone else. But you could tell their introduction was different from everyone else, much more rushed. And this person is the replacement person, basically.
fuck, I don't remember the introductions at all.
Which is why this is more fun. He he he.
Would it be Cameron?
Not Cameron. No, it's not Cameron. Tanner.
No,
you got a guess?
I want to say it's like a very early boot. I'm gonna go with like someone like Riley.
Do you think the one white woman?
No, I think Riley is the replacement. Either her or Kirsten.
It is neither of them.
Really?
It is in fact Blue Kim.
Really?
Really, huh?
Blue's the replacement?
Blue was the replacement. We don't know who the other person was, but if you go back and you watch like the cast reveal, everyone is in like a nice studio, and then Blue was like against like an apartment wall, recorded on an iPhone. Like
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Blue was the replacement. Blue was not originally going to be on the season.
Dang.
And she made Jerry. Good for her.
She made Jerry. Good for her.
So did Claire. Replacements do well. Replacements do well enough. I don't know any examples of replacements actually making it to the end, but they might have before. I don't know. There's also the whole thing about like who's recruited. I'm pretty sure Blue's a recruit. On top of that,
yeah, definitely Blue's a recruit. I feel like Kirsten's a recruit. Riley could be a recruit.
I think. I remember Athana Mal's one of his earliest videos during the season said who was all the recruits. This season had a record low number of recruits. So
Yeah.
BB 25 recruits. I'm gonna see if it's really hard to look this up. There's not usually.
Yeah, they usually don't release that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you were pretty spot on. There were 4 recruits. You got 3 of them if you include Blue.
Well, I mentioned 3.
You got Riley. You got
let me try and guess the other one. I'm
Okay.
trying to guess the other one.
It's Riley, Kirsten, Blue, and who else? I knew this. I just remembered that I knew this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know why I forgot this.
I didn't realize.
Is it also an early boot or no?
I think that would be too much of a giveaway. There is not a lot of early boots, by the way, because Jag is kind of the cutoff for what an early boot is. Because after Tyson was evicted, it took the next
pre-jury. Is it pre-jury?
It is pre-jury. It's pre-jury. I'll give you that.
I want to say Heisem.
It's not Heisem.
Is it McCall?
Heisem is a big super fan. It's not McCall. McCall's a good guess, though. You want another hint?
Is it Jared?
It's not. Well, actually, no, it's not Jared. But Jared's a different case altogether.
Was Luke also a recruit?
Luke was not a recruit.
What the fuck? Who else was it? Was an early boot? Who was all a pre-jury?
You the only person you haven't named. He's sitting to your left.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, Red, fucking Red.
Hey, I just realized the time. I gotta get up and take a shower in the morning.
That's right.
All right,
I'll let y'all.
Happened. We've made it to final 2.
We made it to final.
The two super big BB fans.
Ian has
Yeah,
been evicted
we'll
from the Big
convert
Brother
you
house.
soon enough. We'll convert you
Yeah.
soon enough.
Well, if I can get like Hulu Live or something, I could actually watch the other seasons other than season 3
There's
and
a couple.
7.
There's a couple of.
Big Brother has Netflix has 10 and 14, the two of the best seasons of all time.
They actually?
Yeah, Netflix has 10
I didn't know
and 14.
that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I guess it's time to boot up Netflix again.
I have on YouTube. There's a couple of videos where it just says BB blank in this amount of hours.
Yeah, it's like 7-hour videos, but it
Yeah.
explains the entire like 50-hour season.
It basically shows whatever you need to know.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, I've seen BB-8 in a certain amount of hours. I've seen BB-10 in a certain amount of hours, BB-14 in a certain amount of hours, BB-16, BB-12, I think BB-11.
That's why.
And weirdly enough,
he's never actually.
Weirdly enough, I'm also starting to watch some of the Canada seasons as well.
No.
There's a.
We had to talk to Milan about those.
I just finished BB Can 5.
Damn. I don't know anything about this, so yes, Ian.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
I'll have fun with the rest of the stream.
All right.
In fact,
I have an idea for the rest of the stream.
And since I am the
Yeah. All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Right. Tanner evicted from the couch.
Yeah. Since I won final HOH, I choose to evict Ian.
I was
which
gonna
leaves
ask,
just us two.
Is there anyone in the audience? Is there anyone at all here in the audience?
I think there's
Cowboy
a couple
John.
of people.
We
I
have
just don't
4
know.
Viewers.
There's
Can
4,
anyone
but
in
then
the
no
audience,
one is in.
Can anyone in the audience make yourself known right now if you're listening?
If you are in the chat, please make yourself known. You have 30 seconds.
They have some time.
They have time.
I would love it if we can get a live jury eviction right now.
Can we get a
I guess who will win, either me or Tanner?
This is just like eviction notice.
This is just like eviction notice. It is always us two. We're the two best players. We're the comp basis.
No, if we make it to like final 3 or something, the two of us, and I win head of household, final 3 HOH. Or if I win final HOH, I'm gonna say like, Gavin, I love you, dude, but I still do not forget that time you cut me an eviction notice one time in the final 3. So with that, I have to vote to evict you.
Bowie Jane, you're sticking with me. There's a person watching now. Whoever is watching the stream, please make yourself known. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear, even if you just tuned in for the first time. We want you to know. We want you to vote to evict one of us and end the stream so we can finally go to bed.
To be honest, Gavin, if both you and I were in the final 3 and against like a floater or some reason, I would honestly expect you to cut me 100%. And I think you would.
But here's the underlying thing, right? And we're gonna have to like scrub this off the internet, right? And I, we're gonna split the money.
We're gonna split the money.
I mean, I'll give whoever wins will get a good majority of it, but I ain't gonna let you go for broke. Well, then again, at the same time, like if I bring you to final 2, yeah, you get the second place prize, and that's a pretty solid amount right there.
No, but here's the thing: if I go like week 1 and you go to win, you're not giving me shit.
Dude, I don't want to cut you. I don't want to cut you. Like I feel Jag. I feel for Jag. You know, he made a good lifelong bond with Matt here, and
yeah. But here's the thing: a lot of people get mad like at people who support their final 2s to the end. Like even if like they know they're gonna lose, they still like fulfill that final 2. And I get why they want to win, but here's the thing: if you go into the house like as a pre-existing relationship, I think that's just a given that you're supposed to go to the end of them.
Yeah.
Like no matter what. Like
if the other person was a floater, right? And I was not gonna take you, or if it was my choice to either cut you and bring the floater or cut the floater and bring you, giving the floater, even though I would believe fully in my heart that they would have no chance at winning, giving them just like giving you not the chance at all to prove that, like, I would want you to win at that point. If I thought that you could beat me, I would be like, dude, I mean, I don't know, it's hard. Like, I would think you earned it more than me. As a friend, I would just be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm fine with second place. I'll take the 750 thousand, whatever it is.
Just boost my ego a little bit. Okay, I do not think there's anyone in the audience
I just
at all.
messaged a few people. I don't.
Hold on, John's in call right now.
I just messaged John and Chris, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
message Steve real quick.
Someone tell them to get. We actually need 3 people. 3 people would be good. But I feel like they're all gonna vote for you.
If you're listening, John,
I have
Chris,
done poor jury management.
Waffle, okay, John, I need you to get Chris in here, and if Steven
And to get Steven in here.
that would be great. We need y'all to vote for one of us to win. I don't know who you could either say who you want one of us to win or who you want to lose. Either way, we need.
But this is going to be the ending of the stream.
We would like the stream to end this way so we could finally go. All right. Did you
Yeah.
catch all that? I don't know how much of a delay there is, so I'm going to give you.
There is a bit of there's like a tiny.
I'll
bit
give
of
you
delay.
ample time to respond, but we need a consensus here. All right.
Yes.
Even though you haven't paid attention to most of the stream, you were here for a bit. We love you. We need someone to vote one of us as the winner and one of us as the loser. So even if it's just you voting, John, even if no one else wants to join, even if you want to make the sole vote, or if someone else wants to jump in and we can get a whole jury of our peers to settle this debate.
He's just sending dots.
Are we supposed to count it? Is it Morse code?
I don't know. No, it's just dots, no dash.
Fuck!
I have one, BB. I have one. All
right. Zoom in on your face.
Yeah.
Pan in on.
Thank
your
you.
Face.
Thank you.
That's not what I meant. I meant, like, can you not zoom in the whole image?
No.
Oh, that's right, because it's not one image.
It's not one image. It's a bunch of different things.
On mine, I'm gonna zoom in on the. you have won. You did it. like the fast zoom that Big Brother is known for.
Yeah.
And then,
I can do this maybe.
Like move our.
I can do this maybe. Hold on, wait. I can do this. Like just
for a big old
quick
hug.
zoom. Quite did on stream.
There we go.
Yeah, we were already kind of close in the whole
Tanner
shot.
did have a lot more wins than I did. Tanner won. Tanner even won a battle back. You know.
Yeah, I won a battle back.
First battle back winner to ever win the game. Tanner lasted exactly 101 days off of the block, beating Bowie Jane's record, and has literally won every single competition.
Even though it's
HOH,
literally impossible.
Every single competition to ever be played, including the battle back and including every secret power.
I was evicted on my own HOH.
You were evicted on your own HOH, but you won the battle back, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
High Waffles wants us to fight to the death. Will this?
Well, here's the thing. I win.
No, wait. High Waffles, who do you vote to win? Let's change. I want to change. No, don't ask me. Don't. We leave the house together. You should pull out.
Oh yeah, we leave the house.
Pull out the front door.
We have less. We've left the house.
We've left the house.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Do a picture that actually has like the confetti and the people standing there, but we're just like photoshopped on top of them.
I think it's I think this image is going to be funny to include.
And then send it to me so I can change my stream as well.
No, this is just a short bit going on.
I need to end my thing with an
Just
well.
stream my stream or something.
How do I? It's complicated.
Just literally just.
Fine, I'll take a screenshot myself and I'll send it to myself. Okay. No, you don't have to do anything.
Here we're gonna image. There's a bunch of fucking images here. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. I'm down, John. We leave the house and we realize, oh, this was day 1. Oh, dude, my bad. My bad, dude.
my fault. Bad. Look, there I am. That's the winner.
Put us next to Julie. Oh, my bad, Julie. This was day 1. Bad. Oh.
No, wait, I got it. I am Julie Chen.
Hello, I am Julie Chen. Now put me on Paul. On Paul. Yeah.
You're Paul.
No, I want to be Victor. Put me on Victor.
Okay. Where's Victor?
Back left.
You're Victor. Yeah, you're Victor. Actually, no, you're Glenn.
No.
You're the first boot, day 1.
Glenn doomed himself. He's the one.
No, you know what? No, you're back here. You're Will Arnett. You're back here waiting to pour ice on Julie Chen.
All right, I'm gonna take the screenshot of that. All right, that's my final frame. Is I am Will Arnett preparing to
pour ice on Julie Chen.
Ice bucket challenge on Julie Chen. Let me quickly switch over my stream to that image.
Oh my gosh. This whole thing has been what is my stream? It just looks like it's only zoomed in on me and you. It's just you in the back, that's it. This is a great image. Okay, well,
this has been a
good stream.
We managed to last 2.5 hours
talking about Big Brother.
We were afraid at first that there wasn't going to be anything to talk about.
But there was a lot to talk about. I think maybe you and I could do other Big Brother related things.
I mean,
like ranking winners.
Yeah, we could do a lot shorter content about that. But yeah,
I feel like this is sort of last minute because I did not expect you to come to me and say, "Hey, you want to do a discussion stream?" And I was like, "Oh."
But like I wanted to do it while it was fresh on our minds, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
This was the best time to talk because if we did this tomorrow or the day after, there's a lot of small things that we wouldn't have remembered about tonight, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But
so, this was the
anyways,
best time. Capitalize on recency.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Gavin, Ian, Rat, and Red for joining me. It's been fun, even though it was mostly me and Gavin talking. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you all some other time, whenever I stream again.
And for my audience, because I'm also streaming, exactly what he said, and I would like to do more live streams myself, but just in general. I'm around. I'm making daily shorts right now, so watch those.
You should tell your audience to subscribe.
Oh yeah.
And make sure to if you are not subscribed to my channel, YouTube channel, do that. Fucking do that.
Tanner Man the Meme Man on YouTube and on Twitch. Subscribe to, or I don't know, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube.
Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Do that right now.
Watch every
got-
video I'm in.
I got
and if you like,
yeah, I
me,
got a
like
big
Tanner,
I got a big project
me in the Tanner
that
videos.
I need subscribers for a big project I'm working on.
Yeah, that's right. And I am almost at 300 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed to me, what are you doing? Get me to 300. It would be awesome of you, and I would kiss you on the lips.
That I don't think I said this to anyone, but my Gmod TTT video reached 200 views today.
I saw it was getting up there. I saw like 170 last I checked.
It has been doing consistently well since I posted it.
Nice.
Like, let me see how many views I got.
I haven't watched it 200 times, so.
Let me see how many views I've gotten today. Last 60 minutes, last 48 hours. Last 48 hours, I've gotten 33 views. And honestly, most of my views are from suggested videos. So like that, people are getting suggested my shit.
That's awesome.
Anyways, I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for listening to us ramble on about a show that I know none of y'all really watch. But
as you can see, Tanner and I have a lot to say about it. So
yes.
So if we can indoctrinate more of you, that would be the best thing ever.
Honestly, I am very glad that I found another person who likes Big Brother.
Yeah,
as much as I do,
the moment
because
we both realized, we're like,
the moment we
shit.
both realized, it was insane because I never expected anyone else in my friend group to like this show. Because every time I mentioned to people like that I was going to watch Big Brother with my family, they're like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "It's a reality TV show."
They say, they know what
it
is.
It's like
like
cringe.
Reality TV show. Fuck you,
and then,
idiot.
And then when I heard you mention, like, I think that you were going to go watch Big Brother, and I was like, "Wait, hold on, say that shit again." And you're gonna go. I'm gonna go watch. We were like, Gavin, I also watched Big Brother. And we were both like, no fucking way.
Yes, finally.
Now we both need to enter the house together.
We have to. It would complete our character arc.
Yeah,
so
but
if you're watching, get us into the house, producers.
If we please
want to play, we're gonna play.
We want to play. We want to play. I want to backstab everyone in that house.
I'll even backstab,
including
Tanner.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Even though Gavin just said he did not want to backstab me at all.
Yeah.
Just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. Anyways, for the last time, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for listening to us ramble on for 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ. And I will hopefully see you all sometime soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. I love you all. Here's my in-stream button. This has been a blessing.
Okay. God damn.
We did it.
That was a long